We've dueled to save the world. We've dueled to graduate high school. But that was the past. And this is the era of Turbo Duels. Join us as ShibuyaKessler. Now imagine you've worked to become a renowned scientist your entire life, an accomplished scholar, and then you have to say you work with mids. Shorah.
I'm Kakapakapoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Calamity Carl.
Let me tell you about my 5D's OC. First he was an angel, and then he was a demon, then he was an angel, then he was a demon, then...
Bio Roxas.
We're gonna build a bridge. It's gonna be so big.
And KZ Excellent.
Path, we're running out of time on this segment.
Use the power of the Millennium microphone to race to the finish and discover what the 5Ds even means. Okay, that was pretty good.
I didn't want us to run out of music. I know that happens sometimes. I got scared.
No, it would have been very funny if we just run out of music and I had to do the outro to dead silence. I think that actually would have been peak.
By the way, Carl, why'd you do that noise? I didn't like that at all.
What noise?
God, I hate him.
Welcome to the Millennium microphone, everybody.
Hello.
You alright?
Yeah,
You
man?
hitting your desk?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Clear to
Okay.
start. Oh.
Making sure. Just checking.
Now,
Yep.
for those who are unaware, on the day of recording, we're in the middle of D23, which is completely unrelated to Yu-Gi-Oh! But bear with me on this tangent for a second. So, I know we're covering 6 episodes today, but I need us to speed run this shit because I gotta go watch my Fortnite stream to get my funny Wolverine banana back bling. So, if we're, like, speeding through, just consider it us being in character, because, you know, the dub opening starts with going fast and all that shit.
Did
Yeah.
we change for Sonic X podcast?
Funny reason.
Yeah, man?
I thought it was because of the Sora announcement.
Well,
Not
I
the
don't expect any
rank.
announcements
Yeah,
from
me neither.
Kingdom
I have an
Hearts.
announcement.
What's
Yeah.
up?
They're gonna announce Fortnite stuff tonight.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
shit. That's crazy. You should hop on that leaking shit.
I have
Huh? What?
I have an unfortunate update for everyone.
Oh.
What?
It's a very sad update that I have to give you all
Are you
Oh,
leader?
no.
here tonight.
Oh, no.
Friendship has
What?
ended with Earth Machine. Friendship has begun with Fish.
Oh?
Fish
This
is
this makes sense. You ran Gishki like 15 years ago.
Carl,
Yeah, but
Carl
these
has
fish are cooler.
sent this into the general chat of the Discord.
fellas. I love Fish a lot.
What is this?
Fish are
What
funny.
are we running?
To be fair.
This is Whitefish Goaty.
Oh God. You're using
No,
Goaty.
I'm sorry. It's pronounced fish.
Yes, that's what I said.
It's
Yes, so
whitefish
your deck
fish.
is whitefish fish.
I'm teaching
You
the
gotta
fish
get out
to
of each
synchro
other's
summon.
heads.
I actually have since renamed this deck to Gone Fishing, spelled GHOTIING.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's really good.
Hell yeah.
Deck's fun. Deck's good. They just put a bunch of these cards in Master Duel, and I went, thank fucking God. I just started playing this in paper, and it feels fucking great. It's the most fun I've had playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm glad you're having fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that's a rarity these days.
Carl, where's the Maxi? Don't remind me that devil card exists.
Hey, reminder that I only have one in Master Duel, and it's a fucking Shatterfoil. I'm never crafting
God
another
damn.
one. It's so funny.
You can
It's like
see
one
there-
of the only Shatterfoils I own.
I had to craft pretty much all of these. You can see there that I crafted 2 Royals, and it made a couple people I knew upset.
On which ones, in particular?
One of the white sardines and the white porpoise in the extra deck.
You just wanted to say porpoise.
So what porpoise
did
did you
wanna say
craft for
porpoise.
this shit, man?
For fun.
That's fair. I respect that.
Hee hee, ha ha.
All right.
I've been a
Notice how I
crackhead
did
for
that, and then
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Carl's like, "What if I made that but 3 times longer?"
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
We will miss the back
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
the back bling. That's the word.
He's having a stroke.
God.
Oh, man.
Oh, this one's off to a crazy start already. It's been less than 5 minutes.
What do you know about Yu-Gi-Oh?
So Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm trying to think if there's any like real life announcements that have happened that are like important to talk about, and I don't think there's any huge ones. That anniversary tin, I think they announced more of the signature cards that are going to be in it, but aside from that, we don't know the full list yet or anything.
I can't wait for it.
I'm excited to spend
Things
more
we
money
need.
on legacy products because I'm one of those fucking suckers who does that constantly.
I'm excited for them to fucking finally reprint Triple Tactics Thrust so it cannot be $90 goddamn dollars. And
You
SP Little
thrusting?
Knight. Oh, we thrusted.
Okay.
Yeah.
In and out and in and out.
Okay.
Real good
Calm
back
down.
and forth going on right now.
Hell yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, no,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I just typed Yu-Gi-Oh into Twitter. I went by latest, and that was a mistake. I'm not seeing anything relevant. So Yu-Gi-Oh.
Here we are. We got 6 big ones here.
We sure
I
do.
remember when I was graphing these lists, I went, "Oh Jesus, this has to be a 6."
Yeah,
Wait, I might
The
have something
dastardly
relevant.
moment where episode 4 goes, and yeah, and they've started. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
yeah, because most of episode 4 of this set goes by, and it's like, oh yeah, so this could have been an email, and then they actually start dueling for 5 minutes, and I go, God fucking damn it! You
I
couldn't
said
just
something
be
relevant
normal.
here for Bioroxus.
Huh?
I got a little friend the other day.
A little friend?
Yeah, I put it in general.
Huh?
Hell yeah!
fuck
Hell yeah! I'm gonna
thought
put
I
a
was
photo of this
free.
on screen for our video viewers. If you're not watching the
Oh,
video version, what are
yeah.
you doing? Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Whoa!
Yay! I'm holding
This
him
little
up.
guy.
I'm holding him up like Simba's funny little.
Yeah.
What's his name? Rafiki holds
Yes.
him up in the movie.
You were holding them like Simba holds Rafiki?
Other way around.
I stand by the fact that like Funko Pops are shit, but
Yes.
when you do it of like creatures and not people, they can be good. I think this is a very good accessible Time Wizard, and all you have to do is like paint the eyes with a little bit of white
I
on the outside.
saw the Red Eyes Funko they have, and it's really good.
The blue eyes and red eyes
Oh,
are
I have the Red
actually
Eyes
great.
one.
Those
I
are
think
really
the
good.
dragons in particular for Funko are actually really good. I'm staring
The
at my
other
winged
really
dragon.
good
Raw.
one is one of the other really good ones is the Majin Buu one they have because he just has a little smiley face.
Yeah, I can see that.
really want to get a full collection of the God card ones. And
Yeah.
I'd also love to get the Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon. I have the fucking Slifer the Sky Dragon Funko, and it's actually pretty fucking nice.
Yeah,
I can get the raw eventually. Obelisk is gonna fucking be a no-go forever because that thing is it is not sold for cheap.
see, for me, Slifer and Obelisk are both rough because Slifer, I think, was a Target exclusive or some shit.
It was, yeah.
And the only one I have is Raw, but like, I'm not making the God card Funko Pops a priority anytime soon.
Oh yeah,
so
same.
I'm fine with just having my goat. So
I pretty much
None
only
of them
collect the
are
Funko
goats.
Pops that I actually like the characters of and that look decent.
you know, speaking of, I'm
Uh,
shocked they haven't done the stupid money thing and just made Scapegoat, but then painted them different colors and made
Yeah.
them like limited
Dude, they could've
done that as a
SDCC
4-pack.
exclusives or some shit.
Please.
A 4-pack
by
of
the way,
Scapegoats
should we-
would be good, but that's too good for the What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn it, Shorah.
Are you?
Oh, he just sent me another edit.
Oh, okay.
All right. There's no way for me to put this into the setup without flashing it on screen. So unfortunately, they're gonna see it for half a second. Whoop whoop.
Huh?
Oh, that's fun.
It's okay, they blinked. We're good.
Yeah. All right.
We got 'em.
Just ignore that. Just keep looking at Time Wizard.
But speaking of goats, yo, my fucking goat, Crow Hogan.
Krogan.
He's not a goat. He's a crow.
You think this is fucking funny?
Yeah, I do actually.
Not you.
Okay, it was pretty funny, yeah.
All right. Well, if we're talking about him, then let's go ahead and move into episode 30 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 Days. Oh fuck.
Are you okay?
No. But we need to keep moving. So.
We haven't been okay since the war. Anyway,
Oh man.
who's this new asshole with fucking red head?
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Stupid bike.
So in English, the episode's called Fight or Flight, and it's like, wow, yeah, this could be alluding to a bird guy, or it could be, just a generic episode name. And then, as usual, the Japanese episode name is really funny because it's just outright, my name is Crow. Fly Blackbird. Very, very good stuff. I
Very
love
funny.
I love when anime episode names spoil the shit that happens in the episode. I think it's the actual funniest shit. As
Jonochi
always,
dies.
I was about to say shoutouts to Jonochi Dai, my favorite episode name. Yeah, this is our first introduction to one Crow Hogan, motherfucker who I'm not familiar with, but his first shot in the episode is stealing from a warehouse, and I think that's a little bit funny because he's got like this devious grin on his face like he's hot shit.
Oh, the devious smirk.
But then like as everything plays out and like sector security comes to grab his bike because there's some weird bike outside, and as he like puts on his goggles that let him see the laser grid in the hallway and then just runs through the hallway anyway. It's so fucking stupid that it loops back around to being really funny.
That was so funny. When they cut to all the guys just in that room, for some reason I wrote like 4 different times, "Who is Slade?" Like the Teen Titans
fucking
bit.
hell.
Where is Red X, Carl?
Oh man.
Also, after this, I was very high at the time.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell.
You watched this last night, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You came into my chat screaming belligerently high. I could tell. It was not great.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
You were just
I wrote down...
you were just telling Shion to hurry up and die over and over again.
I'm sorry? You were doing what now? Fuck you, Gil.
I was finishing up days
Cole.
and he's slurring his way on chat. It was bad.
Not my girl. You don't fucking disrespect her like that.
I was watching the episodes and I was like, but I want to watch KZ stream, so I was like, hurry up and die so I can watch these episodes.
How dare you?
I was like, come on, we gotta get this ending cutscene over with. Chop chop, get the fuck out.
God damn.
Gotta get into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Many
Anyway,
such
I
days.
wrote down, I saw this picture of this bridge going by, and I just wrote Slug Bridge.
What?
I'm gonna put a photo of the bridge on screen. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Chat, if you at home can decipher what the fuck he meant by this, feel
The red
free.
lights
Oh,
are
you
like
got
the
6
eyes.
episodes of notes that are like this?
The red lights are the eyes, and you got the stalks going up to it.
Kind of
Oh,
looks like a
this is
frog.
Slug
I guess.
If
bridge.
you're really high, I
no.
guess, but that's just a fucking bridge, my guy.
Slug
I
Bridge.
can't see a
Oh.
I can't see a slug, but I can kind of see like the open mouth of a frog.
Slug Bridge.
I do see
true.
the frog
True. If you
thing.
count the lights as eyes, and it's like a big mouth going, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
I was like, though, you're an idiot.
I'm sorry.
Hello,
I have to
I'm
acknowledge
Mr.
live
Frog
chat
the
once
Bridge.
because somebody going, "Oh, slug." I heard slut bridge is actually killing me.
I just read that and lost my mind.
Yo, who up on the slut bridge?
Oh,
Man.
Damn those slutty bridges.
Crow is so cool. All these guys chasing after him, and he just fucking knocks them off their bikes.
Yeah, Crow literally planning around sector security, taking his bike and moving it around the facility to where he needed to fucking be. Insane. Actually,
He's so
kind of
cool.
baller behavior.
I like him. He's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Goodwin and Yusei are talking. I guess near the bridge, or is this a different bridge, Carl? I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is the same bridge.
Okay, so they're talking near the Slug Bridge, I guess.
Slug Bridge.
Stop. Don't let him win. Like,
Yay.
Look, regrettably, I think it's hilarious. So he might
George
have to
W.
take
Bush
the
taught
W
me
on
to
this
not
one.
negotiate with terrorists.
Good thing that I'm your friend and not a terrorist. Or am I? Your friend. That answer is
Oh,
yes.
Carl, you can be 2 things.
What?
So Goodwin is talking to Yusei about this bridge that was never finished because they're assholes and infrastructure doesn't get better in the future. Don't let people lie to you. They still can't build a fucking bridge. It was supposed to connect New Domino to Satellite, and then it never got finished. And Goodwin's like, no, but you built your dual runner with your own 2 hands and you made it across anyway. That's admirable. And it's this picking yourself up by your bootstraps bullshit, and I want to fucking punch Goodwin into the ocean. It's fucked. So he's talking about how Yusei might be the one to connect the bridge someday, which, you know, you're the leader of the city. Why don't you fucking do it with taxpayer dollars, asshole?
No.
He didn't give a shit.
And then Yusei goes, hey, why don't you do it? You're the one in charge, why don't you do it? And Goodwin's like, no, I can't do that. That's impossible for me to do, because Satellite is doomed. And Yusei is like, what the fuck does that mean? Understandably, what the fuck does that actually mean? So Goodwin is now finally, after 30 episodes, going to tell Yusei a little bit of the fucking truth. Cut back to Crow, who has jumped from this building onto his bike and masterfully made his way to escaping from the cops. However, the cops have pulled their trump card, forcing him into a duel so that his bike forcibly slows down, because that's the only way they can catch up to this asshole. It's very funny. I also just want to shout out Crow's duel disc here. It has no right being that cool.
Oh, it's cool as hell.
It is incredibly sick.
Did we talk about his Majin Buu tattoo yet?
No, we didn't.
Oh, the M on his forehead.
It is very funny. It kind of is just the Majin M.
It really is. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you're right.
Knowing what we know about the marks on people, Crow's been arrested at least 3 fucking times, dude.
My man.
Have you seen how good he is at stealing shit? Yeah, I'll bet he's been arrested multiple times. But it's okay, he got better.
I don't know, if somebody's good at stealing, I would expect them to not be arrested.
Well, no. How do you get good? By failing at things. He's failed to steal enough times that he's learned how to get really good at it.
That's stupid.
You're stupid. I hate you.
Stop it!
So anyway, the cops force him into a duel so that they can actually catch up to him and arrest him. And this motherfucker opens on gate blocker. What a shock. Who could ever have seen this coming? There's no way.
Who could have guessed that all of Sector Security uses nothing but fucking gate blocker?
It's unique. It's new. We've never seen it before. What do you mean this is the 3rd time we've seen gate blocker opening in a duel? What the fuck? The security guy thinks he's hot shit just because he set 3 traps down, and I popped off because I was like, hell yeah, Sakuretsu armor, let's go. Hell yeah, Dust Tornado. I've used that shit before. And then it pans to the 3rd card, and I'm like, what the fuck is an intercept? I've never seen this in my life.
Intercept is funny.
Seemingly, it's an anime-only card, which makes a lot of fucking sense as to why I've never heard of it before.
Yup.
Oh, that's awesome. And he thinks he's prepared for whatever this little guy has planned. He did not expect this little guy to summon 3 birds in a single turn.
Shoutouts to Gale.
He was
Gale
not prepared. He was not prepared for the most competitive and strong 5Ds era deck to drop in the early era.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Because if you've seen Simo and Gage's progression series, then you understand Black Wings are insane.
Oh, yeah.
Also shoutouts to the Japanese name for the archetype, which is Black Feather. And it's really funny. It'll lead to something funnier later in one of my edits. Please look forward to it. But, you know, he drops these 3 birds on the field, and then he plays a trap from his hand. And the cop goes, what the fuck? You can't do that. And Crow basically just turns to him and says, archetypes, motherfuckers, start using one.
Yeah.
Because he completely fucks this guy up. He basically just OTKs him. Hold on, I just need to confirm something. Gate Blocker 2 is this first duel, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I thought Gate Blocker 2 was the second duel.
Okay, no, it is. So I can't drop those edits yet. That's fine. Yeah. So Crow basically OTKs this motherfucker. And I had to just sit there and go, yeah, no, shit. Yeah, you look a little dumb in your design, but I need to take a step back. I need to apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game, Crow and Hogan. You know, I respect it. Fuck the cops. These cops
Incredible
suck.
debut.
Yeah.
I thought he was a bad guy first.
That's fair. Given how he looks, I don't blame you. He would be an antagonist turned friend.
He looks
in
like
any
a
other
super
season.
criminal. I get it.
I want to give a shout out to Gale the Whirlwind. Gale looking real cunty in this. It was awesome.
It wasn't until the second episode where Crow and Yusei talk, and I was like, oh, they're friends.
Yeah. As soon as they do a handshake, you're like, okay, I know to fuck with this guy.
No, it was so funny because for a second it looked like they were going in swinging. But then it's like the equivalent of the fucking Cyclops and Ryu dab me up handshake. It's really good.
Yeah.
I wanted to make an edit for that, but I couldn't find good renders of Yusei looking to the side. It was so fucked up.
Dude, every Yu-Gi-Oh render is the front-facing stuff because they put it in every video game.
Yep.
They're like, we can use this shit for 20 years.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meanwhile, at the hospital, remember when Trudge got possessed by the snake and fucked up an entire wing of a hospital with an explosion? Yeah. That happened.
Good
Now
times.
he has to face the consequences of that. He doesn't remember shit, but apparently he did this. So he's got to just reluctantly follow Mina around, who's trying to find Jack, who left with Carly, and they're on that wild goose chase. Cut back to Crow, who's arriving at like some junkyard looking place with a bunch of kids. And he just rolls up with all of these decks he stole, giving them to these kids who just want to have fun and duel, and is insisting that they take care when they're playing not to let anybody know that they have these decks because dueling is illegal, and it's fucked. And when Crow is done doing that, he goes back to his little workshop, and he sees on the TV that Yusei is now the king, and he's beaten Jack. He's the winner of the Fortune Cup, and he's just like, damn, Yusei did that? That's crazy. Cut back to Goodwin telling Yusei all about the shit that happened with the Dark Signers 5,000 years ago.
I love the line. He's like, it became a barren wasteland of depression, or I don't know what he said. But
Yeah,
something
some
to
shit
that
like
effect. And I
that.
was like, that's such a mood.
I agree, KZ. I also
My
think
life when
fish
the
have
bank
hearts.
account. What?
What's up?
I was agreeing with
Fish
what
have
KZ
hearts?
said. Yeah, fish have hearts.
We're
Sorry, that was something that KZ said during the stream that I was watching.
I genuinely despise you with every fiber of my being.
Well,
let's
oh,
stream.
hey.
What?
So I was
You-
watching
you-
KZ stream while watching this episode.
KZ streaming?
Hey. Oh,
Was.
God. It's
Okay, all right. Let me help you out with this one because
Yeah.
Carl's the Osama bin Laden of the podcast. Now,
Jesus.
Fucking.
Carl watched this set of episodes while watching my stream last night, and it seems that he's put in his notes things from my stream.
I do remember typing this message out at one point.
What if I get you? What if I just get you? Okay.
Just
Can you please?
Carl
Just
has
wrote, I'm eating
screenshotted.
chips.
Yeah.
I'm eating chips, scared
I'm
I'm gonna
chips,
bite
scared I'm
my
gonna
fingers.
bite my fingies. No, I don't want to bite him. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
All right. Well.
That's how I knew that he was fucking gone.
Yeah, that is exactly how you can tell he's off his shits.
Yeah, like he baby talks, but this is like advanced baby. This is beyond Tommy Pickles.
So
It's newborn. It's dill pickle.
No.
Goodwin starts explaining the disasters that have led to the current predicament. Because it's a bunch of disasters. It's the shit 5,000 years ago with the Dark Signers and the Crimson Dragons, and how that worked out, and how, they couldn't defeat the Dark Signers individually, so they pooled their power, they summoned the Crimson Dragon, and they passed on the power through the generations, so that hopefully future duelists and bearers of the mark could finish what they started. There's also the issue of Satellite. It used to be a part of New Domino City. Until the mids. When I tell you I lost my shit seeing this,
as soon as they started saying this, I'm like, oh man, there has to be at least one edit of this.
Oh yeah, this is the edit. This is my contribution to mids, because
What is the mids?
So yeah, the dub really does not explain this well.
They wouldn't put that in the dub, would they? It doesn't make any sense on that.
They like their acronyms in this show. And we're gonna get to one later that I explicitly predicted in advance, even though it doesn't actually work. It's really funny. So the scientists who developed the first Ener-D reactor that was meant to power the city with infinite energy that they were trying to develop were called MIDS. Stands for Moment, Investigation, and Development Section. So they were working on this reactor, and something went terribly wrong. Horribly fucking wrong. And instead of spinning in a positive direction, that bitch spun in reverse. And when it spun in reverse, this caused an outpouring of negative energy. This then led to the Nasca lines being awoken or some shit. and led to the Dark Signers awakening now, because all of that energy wasn't enough to fully resurrect the power of the Dark Signers from 5,000 years ago, but it allowed them to start, recovering and lying in wait until now, when they could finally, come back and fight the bearers of the Mark of the Dragon nowadays and fuck them up and cause the end of the world or some shit like that.
Are the Dark Signers the bug
Yeah, the dudes that have the purple stuff.
The purple tattoos and the cloaks with the hoods. That's them.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Now
You're tracking.
Yusei hears all of this. Huh? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll fight the Dark Signers. I don't want the world to end. But he looks to Goodwin and he's like, there's supposed to be 5 signers with the Mark of the Crimson Dragon. And I only count 4, bro. What the fuck is up with that? And Goodwin, being the piece of shit he is, just kind of goes, don't worry about it, we're working on it. In the meantime, he has a helicopter prepared with Yusei's dual runner in it, ready to take him back to the satellite, because there's some shit that needs to be done over there. Also, I forgot to mention, when the negative energy spun out of control, it broke off Domino City into 2 chunks. The satellite, which was the chunk that got left behind, and Neo Domino. And part of the reason that Goodwin can't finish the bridge between them is that, Satellite's going to be a sacrifice for the Dark Signers. They want to pull their power there. They want to fuck it up. And Goodwin's like, I can't risk the rest of Domino City on that. That'd be fucked up. We can't risk the rich people.
He makes a solid argument here. He goes, what if you just evacuate the satellite? He's like, well, they'd just move on to this city. And this city has more people, so more people would actually be at risk of dying. So technically...
Yeah.
I'm doing the correct thing here.
It's a stupid fucking idea, as you said.
If we keep evacuating every city, they're just gonna do this in San Francisco, and I don't know if we need to do that to them.
Yeah, San Francisco's been through enough.
Why don't you evacuate them? Well, ever since Florida fell into the coast, it's like, do we really want to?
I would hope
Why
so.
Why default to the coast? Well, that zero reverse really sent shockwaves across the whole planet.
Well, yeah, sometimes when a thing spins in the wrong direction, things sort of spiral out of control. Don't mind the Great War of New York City 10 years ago. That's completely unrelated, but it's
never the same.
Related, just a little bit.
I just like the mental image that Satellite is effectively the Florida of New Domino City. Considering what we see later on in this set of episodes, people there do kind of act like it.
Well, I mean, when you're living in the satellite, what do you have for entertainment aside from illicit activities and crack, which some of them are
Trying to
clearly
steal a bike
smoking.
case in a rickshaw.
I don't really associate Florida entirely with it. It seemed more like a Detroit type of thing, like a like an inner city like gang war thing.
No, you know what? You're right.
Florida
Florida
Bath
is just like
salts is the
normal
Florida
ass
thing.
rural towns where people are on bath salts and then they kill
I
somebody.
Yeah, no, it's the bath salts and then eating somebody's face off the highway. I remember being in school when that news broke out. That shit was crazy.
I mean, you look at the Dark Signers and tell me that they aren't doing some bath salts.
No, the Dark Signers aren't. They're too coherent
I
to be
believe
doing
they're
bath salts.
magic.
Here's the thing. The Dark Signers are having these rallies in the satellite, and they are giving bath salts to the normal people in the satellite, causing them to go insane. That is their plan. I'm glad we
That
figured
sounds
that out.
about right to me.
God. Trying to see what else this episode. Oh yeah. Back at Carly's place, Jack is there chilling. He's getting some rest because he wanted to leave the hospital, which I get it. Staying overnight in a hospital fucking sucks. Mina and Trudge start pounding on the door because they know Carly took him here. They saw the security footage. They know that Jack Atlas is here, and they're not going to let her do whatever the fuck she plans to do with him. And then he's just like, leave my ass alone. Just get out of here. I don't want to deal with this shit right now.
They're like, did you misery our king? And she's like, I've never seen that. Why are you in my house?
Jesus. Yeah.
You can't stay here. If my landlord finds out, he's gonna start charging me more rent.
Yeah, so Mina insists he goes back to the hospital. Jack says, fuck no, absolutely not. I'm not the king anymore. I'm a fucking laughingstock. Just leave my ass alone. And he forces her and Trudge to get out of Carly's apartment. Meanwhile, Carly is, thinking about what she could possibly do with Jack since they're so close, and he's just like, leave my ass alone, and then he goes back into the bedroom and shuts the door. That's basically everything with them. And this episode ends, Yusei gets dropped off in the satellite, and who does he find but Crow fucking Hogan?
Yeah.
The boy.
That's the guy.
They meet back up. We find out that they were friends. Crow's
Yeah.
only like slightly jealous that he got the fuck out of the satellite.
Yeah, no, he seems perfectly content that his friend actually made it out and is like now the fucking top of the dueling world. Like he genuinely is just excited for him.
He's the guy.
Also, episode 31, because all this conversation happens at 31. So
I
there we go.
wrote down at the end of episode 30, I wrote down, is this a fucking Marvel movie now? Is this fucking X-Men a cock on lips?
Huh?
Dude,
Okay.
retire.
The bridge one was X3. Get better fucking material.
No.
So as they're talking in the abandoned subway that Yusei and his friends just kind of live in, Sector Security shows up and starts trying to fucking tear gas them.
Yeah, they sure do, because Crow is in
Awesome.
fact a wanted felon. You can tell by his 3 tattoos. They tracked his dual runner here. And Yusei has now confirmed that Rally and everyone else is safe, so he's good with that. Crow tells them to get the fuck out of there because he'll draw the cops away, and Yusei goes, absolutely not, I'm going with you, asshole. So, both of them riding away from the cops go, holy shit, is that Yusei Fudo? Is that the guy who won the fucking Fortune Cup? And they're like,
We're
I
gonna
don't
put
give
him
a
back in
shit.
jail."
We're gonna fucking arrest his ass for aiding and abetting a felon.
We're gonna whoop his ass.
You'd think at any point Director Goodwin would have been like, by the way, none of you are allowed to arrest Yusei Fudo. Consider him diplomatically immune.
Absolutely the fuck not. Goodwin has a
Fuck
favorite,
no.
and it is Jack Atlas. Goodwin doesn't give a shit about Yusei. Outside of what he can do for him.
So immediately we're gonna get into a new duel. Except this time it's Tag Force rules, baby. Fucking 2v2 Turbo Duel.
Yeah, so it's 2v1.
Except we don't get that.
It's 2v1. Crow and Yusei share their life points, and once again, the cops have an excellent opening play, if I do say so. Gay blocker. Now, what if we hear me out? Revolutionary
You
idea.
said gay blocker.
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of what they're doing. They were having a bro moment.
Well, it makes sense. It's no longer June.
Shit, you're right. Damn.
Can I say my favorite thing about Crow's introduction is just that they're like, you remember our old friend group of Yusei, Jack, Rally, and Crow. Crow was there the
He
whole
was there,
time.
too.
Yeah.
You know Crow.
Now,
It's
Go ahead.
it's really funny to me what they're doing by expanding on Yusei's past here a little bit, because the first fucking set of episodes leads you to believe that Yusei and Jack don't have that much of a fucking relationship. They're maybe slightly rivals, but they're not friends, and Jack makes it very clear that he doesn't consider Yusei a friend. Meanwhile, cut to these, and suddenly we find out, oh yeah, no, all of these motherfuckers were friends. They were in a gang together.
Yeah, no, this
Is an important and very realistic thing where when you cut ties with someone, you just pretend you didn't even like him in the first place. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we didn't do anything together. Like when I finally cut ties with Carl, I'll pretend I never even did
Oh
content.
my
with him.
god.
shit.
That's in 2040. It's a while ahead though.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
We have plenty of time.
I still got time.
You do have time.
Yay!
So before the duel begins, though, the anime has to cut a little bit because we gotta know more about what's going on with Carly and Jack.
We sure
Jack's
do,
trying to get
I
on a
guess.
monorail. He's trying to get on the train, but he doesn't know how to pay for a fucking ticket.
Yeah, he sure does. Oh, by the way, the opening of the sub episode has Leo and Luna doing the thing where they pick out a relevant card, and the relevant card in Japanese for episode 31 is a black wing or a black feather synchro monster, which they've abbreviated to BF. So,
That's my
That's pretty
BF.
good.
Yeah. No, I saw it and I was like, how can I work with this? Because I knew this was going to pan out. And then the episode got really gay. So it just sort of worked out for me perfectly. We'll get to that Yusei screenshot in a bit here. Because
Can I
believe
just say,
me.
I really like my girl failure and boy failure combo here.
They are very funny. It's the
They're very
dynamic
fun.
of
love-
Dip
yeah,
who
let me
knows
hear
what
that.
he's doing and shit who has no fucking clue how to manage him.
Are they like a couple later on?
No.
Well, she's into him at least a little bit at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But he does not give a single shit.
people,
Jack Atlas sucks penis, Bioroxis.
I feel like they probably people probably ship them a lot together, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure some people do.
I really
Really?
I really
I thought
love
it was
the
Like, I don't know. I like the dynamic a lot. It's really funny.
the dynamic between these two is very fun, especially with Jack, who's just always been, well, not always, but fucking has been, Mr. Rich Man for the longest fucking time, not knowing how to use a train, not knowing how to get from place to place in the city. Probably thinking bananas are like $10.
Yeah. Hold on, wrong image.
It's one banana, Charlie. What could it cost? $10?
You've never actually said fun to supermarket, have you, Jack?
I literally just started watching that show again, like last week.
God, I missed the first 3 seasons of Arrested
So
Development.
funny.
That shit ruled. It was so funny.
It's so good.
Let me read these 3 notes I have here for the episode.
Okay.
The first one is I got distracted by Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Like the song.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That must mean you'll stop having notes about my fucking stream.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The second one is just realized I've had my fucking light shining in my face for the last hour and a half. Please help.
What light?
And the third one was Jack was thinking about Yusei, and I just wrote, shit, am I gay for my boyfriend?
Alright, dude.
These are questions Jack Atlas has to ask himself every day. Don't worry.
He's too oblivious to understand what romance is.
So to cut it short, the main fucking like conflict on fucking Carly, and I almost called her Charlie.
Well,
on
Charlie and Jacqueline.
Yeah, the main conflict between these two desperate housewives of New Domino City is essentially that Carly wants to get an interview from Jack. Jack doesn't want to do shit.
yeah.
Isn't that super unethical too? If you like interview
Oh,
someone and
yeah.
don't tell them?
Oh, I'm sure.
They're like on the phone and I was like,
She's
I don't
moments
think
from
that's
being
legal.
fired. She'll take anything.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
fairness,
Yeah.
her actual livelihood is at stake here. So
I think technically speaking, if you are speaking to a reporter and you do not explicitly mention that what you are telling them is off the record or something, they can write it.
Gotcha.
But I'm not sure. I don't have a fucking like journalism degree or some shit.
I almost went to college.
That's how it
for
works in all
broadcast,
forms of media. All right, you got to say, and this doesn't count, and otherwise
as
it's
someone-
free game.
As someone who's an expert at being annoying, I definitely have to say that that's true, and I agree. You
as
just keep asking
You
them.
have never once been annoying, Carl. You're my great friend who I've never said anything bad about ever.
Wow, thank you, G-Unit.
now, as someone who loves fun, watching the dub of episode 31 was ridiculous because Jack Atlas hits you with two banger line deliveries, like two insane good line deliveries at a certain point where the first time you're trying to like get into the metro, the AI voice that refuses to let you figure shit out on your own and has to elaborate everything. Thanks, 4Kids. Just keeps going, please insert your Metro Pass. And then he goes, what's a Metro Pass? With like the most genuinely confused tone I've heard out of this VA since he was playing Bakura in DM. It's great. And
Did
then
this
there's,
computer just call me a metrosexual?
I mean, would they be wrong?
I mean, it's probably not.
He wants to
Really
fuck
wrong?
cities?
No, he wants to fuck trains.
Oh, okay.
Now, the second one is when they're at this theme park. And
I'm sorry, hold on. I just imagined like Crow, Yusei, and Jack in like a tight space, and then just doing the SpongeBob bit of like, careful, he's claustrophobic. Ho ho ho! No, stop it, Yusei, you'll scare him.
I have something with similar energy for later. Don't worry about that.
Just got
Jack, a metrosexual going up against.
Delayed impact, but that shit hit.
it was really good.
Jack's
like,
one
oh,
weakness
what?
going up against an Earth Machines user.
Yeah.
You pointing out the AI voice reminded me. Oh yeah, the dub just does a shitty Pokedex thing for every monster in this show, right?
Yeah, they kind of replace the characters explaining their own dex mechanics with the AI voice flashing a card and then explaining the dex mechanics to you. And it's
Yeah,
worse because if somebody's explaining how their own deck functions, that indicates that they know how to run their deck. And that's kind of a fun way to learn how the archetype works. Whereas when an AI voice tells it to me, I feel like I'm having my hand held and being dragged through a fucking tutorial for 6 hours.
I'm surprised you guys dislike it. I kind of dig it because sometimes getting the little cut in that tells me like, oh, this monster has this effect is nice, given that, you know, half the time fucking they don't describe monster effects.
I don't mind it if the show didn't already explain it in the sub. But the problem is, they do it in this first episode over a scene where Crow does explain how you special summon the Blackwings onto the field and how each one has a unique effect that plays into another. Like, if it's filling a gap in the show itself, sure, I don't mind it. But they insert it into this a lot for no reason. So it's going to become grating, I think, for me.
You know
it's
what
gonna
my
get
problem
way,
with
it's
this
gonna
show
get
is?
way worse. What's up?
My problem with this show is that this blonde bimbo hasn't died yet. Folks, misogyny's back on the table for this one woman because I hate her.
It never left for you. It
say,
stayed in your heart,
not
lit ablaze.
Well, no, because he's going to say that misogyny can't exist if he wants to fuck a Kiza.
Look, it doesn't exist for Carly because she's a girl boss and a girl failure, and we love her. It exists for this blonde bitch who keeps showing up and ruining everything.
Have you like interacted with women before?
Oh my
The
god,
answer
Kyle.
might not surprise you.
I'm just kidding.
I have
so,
a girlfriend.
God damn.
The second.
Huh?
Yeah.
The
Fucking
second.
dingus.
The second really good dub line that I haven't gotten a chance to say that Jack drops is when Carly is dragging him through the amusement park after giving him his funny little disguise, and she just goes, "We're gonna have so much fun," and then he just goes really quietly in like the poutiest little voice, "I hate fun."
Wait, who are you dating?
My favorite line from this episode was when Jack
Do I
went up to
know
the
them?
top of the tower and Carly came up and said, "If you're gonna jump, do a flip."
Jesus Christ.
Do I know who you're dating?
You're so
Dude, we can talk
I'm
about this
so
after
intrigued.
content. We can talk about this later, I think.
I want to talk about it now.
No. No, we're
Okay.
we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Bio.
Bro was like, streets?
Streets?
Jesus Christ. So
Let's just litigate this on the podcast, right?
no, absolutely not. So,
Huh?
let's see. Yeah, so
Wait, what?
so Carly puts Jack in a really stupid little disguise. It's a little cap and a black jacket over his normal ass shirt with the insane popped collar, because surely that'll be enough to stop people from recognizing him. They go around this amusement park. It's very goofy, very funny.
When he takes the hat off and just sort of throws it off, I imagine Carly like, I mean, I bought that for you. That cost a lot.
Yeah, she's just like,
I don't-
I love that.
the
yeah.
amusement park
Wait a second,
upcharge
I
made
need
that like a $40 hat, Jack. You could have
You owe me
knocked
like
on
$50
that.
for that hat. A hat, $50? You people are insane.
I wouldn't pay $50 for I'd fucking a Yu-Gi-Oh card, let alone this ugly ass hat.
God. And while they're at this amusement park, Trudge and Mina have decided to spy on them to make sure that that dirty fucking reporter doesn't get anything out of Jack, because, you know, reporters can't be trusted. She's a snake. She's gonna fucking, like, coerce him into saying some shit.
This whore!
Meanwhile, cut away. If Gate Blocker is so good,
Why isn't there Gate Blocker 2?
Exactly.
No
But-
fucking way!
I love the setup and payoff. Now, it's funny because Shorah sent this to me last week before we had to cancel last week's recording and push it back. I forgot about this edit, and then Gate Blocker 2. I love the
Oh,
Peggle 2
fuck.
announcement video. It's so funny.
Yeah, I
if
love
you
that
haven't
dude.
seen it, go watch it. It's incredible. That guy has way too much energy to be announcing Peggle 2 on a stage.
If you haven't seen it, you've at least seen the GIF.
You've absolutely seen the
Peggle.
GIF. I post the GIF regularly in chats I'm in.
I
It's
feel
so
like I
good.
see it like every 3 weeks.
Yeah,
From
it's
different
awesome.
people. It's not like one person.
No, it's such a good GIF though. Like the fact that it's just the 2 popping up on the screen in the back is great.
Oh!
Oh! But yeah, dude drops Gate Blocker 2. He thinks he's hot shit, stopping them from getting speed counters and stopping them from basically doing anything. But they did not expect the play of 2 bros working together to make one monster that will kick Gate Blocker's stupid ass.
Yeah, they forgot that there's a monster on the field and that you can use another tuner to just sort of make another monster.
Yeah, but like, you know, their levels don't
Okay,
match
don't
up.
worry about
What's anybody gonna? What's that? Crow used an ability that lowers his monster's level to make it viable for Yusei to tune something. Holy shit,
Whoa.
Teamwork?
that's
From
crazy.
friends?
That's awesome, dude.
I can't believe they stopped my gay
It looks
blocker.
so lame, though.
It
What was
kind
it
of
called?
does, but I respect it.
Turbo Warrior or something.
Let me find
lame.
it.
I was like, oh shit, they're sinking. And then I was like, go back. The other one was cooler.
It's Turbo Warrior, yeah.
Turbo Warrior is kind of gross.
He's fine.
Wild's From.
So it cuts back in the middle of this duel to Carly and Jack on their little date at the amusement park. Jack is not having a good time. Carly's having too much of a good time, arguably. And sometimes even a bad time. Because, like, they're doing normal shit at first, like roller coasters. And then they go bungee jumping at this amusement park with a cord that looks like it'll snap in half in 2 seconds with, like, no actual padding. Which is insane, and Carly looks like she's gonna be sick. But, she's a trooper, she handles it. Unlike Trudge, who is actually sick. And I think that's really funny. Yes, Trudge is a fucking jobber piece of shit, and I think it's very funny when we turn him into a joke.
It's what he was born to be.
Yeah. I think all of Sector Security was just born to be jobbers at this point. You can't join them and be cool. It's physically impossible. So
does anyone else hate Carly's sexy eyes?
Huh?
I hated the shot where they showed her eyes under the glasses.
What?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Who?
It's Carly, the goofy one in the vest with the swirly glasses.
It's that moment where sometimes they stop showing they show her eyes like transparent in the glasses.
Yeah, they don't like draw the actual like opaque lenses. They make it see-through.
Don't sexualize. It's like sexualizing a little gremlin freak. I'm not comfortable with it.
I don't think that's. I think it's the equivalent, Carl, of when you have a character like they do in Bleach Ichimaru, where his eyes are closed all the time, and he like opens it a little bit.
I thought you were going to say
that they're locking in.
I thought you were going to say a character like Charmy from Black Clover, because that was also a good comparison.
I have not. I have nothing on that one. Like, I don't go here. I was gonna say Brock, then realized he doesn't actually ever open those. So
yeah, I don't think he's opened them once.
I thought that you were on Black Clover.
No, that was Aerie saying Black Clover cures their morning wood.
Damn, you're right.
Fucking Christ.
Does the same for me.
Okay.
They never really explained that one to me at all either.
Sure.
Pure gas.
I guess.
I don't think we should.
All right. Ignoring all of that, turns out Jack ended up wanting to come to this amusement park so he could stand on top of the tower and feel tall. You know, that's great, buddy. You're 6 foot already, but go off, I guess. And this was a tower that he could see from his apartment in New Domino, but he cannot see the satellite from there. And Carly notices this because all this time since he lost, the rumor's been floating around that Jack actually is from the satellite, and everybody has been gossiping about it all day. And that reporter bitch, the blonde asshole, was trying to find him because he's apparently been spotted here and get a story out of him. But Carly kind of confides in him, and she just kind of rants about hold on. Basically, Carly gets Jack to open up a little bit.
They become a little closer. The social link goes up just a little bit.
A little bit.
Not enough, though.
Yeah, not enough.
It's not a rank up.
Considering Jack has a moment staring at a fountain where he, like, mourns the loss of his popularity and how he's a fucking fraud. And he, depending on dub or sub, it's gayer in the dub somehow, actually. In the sub, he thinks about how he's let down all of his fans, like the little kid who approaches him and goes, I know they lied about you, Jack. You're gonna be the king again, I believe. And he goes to the fountain, he hears the screams of the crowd chanting his name, and then he hears Yusei chanting his name, and then sees him all distorted in the light of the fountain. Very gay.
You can never do any wrong, Jack. I'll always believe in you. Those left-wing cucks could never make me stop believing.
And he's like, I'm glad you're a conservative. And then he patted his head and then walked away.
I'm gonna make Neo Domino great again.
And
okay, we're going a little bit.
In the dub, instead of just hearing the chanting of his fans, Jack actively like shit talks himself and is like, I fucked up. I let everybody down. There's no way I could ever be the king again. And then he hears the voice of Yusei denying that. Instead of just saying his name, he hears Yusei going, "That's not true, Jack." And then he looks and sees his goat. Fellas, is it gay? Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely.
It is 100%.
You can't have a friend anymore. You can't have an important guy in your life anymore. It always comes out to being sucking dick. You're right.
Damn right.
Yusei wasn't an important guy in his life anymore. He literally didn't. He abandoned him. And now, at his lowest, all he can think about is this guy telling him that he's not as bad of a duelist as he thinks he is at his lowest point. I think that's a little gay.
It is a little gay. Granted,
I don't
his
think
entire
so.
most of his support system are people I'd also not want to talk to, like that fucking blue-haired secretary.
This is understandable. Yeah, she's a little bit much.
Yeah, it's like, what other support system do I have? A random reporter, a clown,
Yeah.
the evil president,
Uh-huh.
a blue-haired woman that really is getting wet every time she's near me.
Ugh, yeah.
Oh.
In fairness, you're missing a crucial member of his support system, Red Dragon Archfiend. You cannot tell me he doesn't just talk to Red Dragon Archfiend every now and then to vent.
What do you think I should do, Red Dragon Archfiend? Rah, 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 rah.
If
No,
I
I
li-
don't think murder is legal.
If I lived in a world in which every card is unique and there's only one of them in the world, I would also talk to Red Dragon Archfiend.
That's fair.
That's so valid.
That's very valid. In a world where dual spirits are real, Red Dragon Archfiend probably hates this man.
Aw.
Well, probably just because of how often he, like, sets him aside and is just like, hey, man, I'm going through a lot lately. He treats him like a therapist and he doesn't even ask permission. It's insane.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen super often. 'Cause for a while, he's
okay,
just been
yeah,
the
I
king.
get
He's
that.
just like,
That's
I'm
fair.
the king. And then he's like, good for you, man.
Yeah. Just before a duel, he hypes himself up. He pulls Red Dragon Archfiend out of his deck to be like, I'm the king, baby. I'm the king. Let's get this guy. And Red Dragon Archfiend goes, hell yeah.
He's like, hell yeah, let's duel the flaming skull guy for the 18th time. Let's go.
Let's get his ass.
Kick his ass while he's down.
But yeah, I hate the shot of Carly's eyes being visible underneath her glasses. Why did they draw her like that? Oh god, she's supposed to be goofy, quirky. She's not supposed to have those eyes.
What eyes? Did someone grab a screenshot? I didn't see it.
If I can find a screenshot here, I'll grab one. I may just need to use Crunchyroll and do it myself.
I'll take your word for it. I'll just take your word for it.
It's bad. All you need to know is it's bad. What else?
I think that's pretty much it for 31.
There's one little thing after Yusei and Crow beat up Sector Security. Because Crow mentions that Yusei has visibly gotten better at dueling, and that's probably due to him like going out and winning the Fortune Cup. And they talk over what happened with Jack, and Crow, to his face, asks Yusei, "Do you hate him for what he did?" And Yusei actually just goes, no, I don't. He did what he thought he had to do to get out of here, and I don't hate him for that. He didn't think he had another option, which is insane. Any other person would hold a lifelong fucking grudge.
He's not any other person.
He's too cool for that shit.
Yeah,
All right.
it's actually nuts. Like, the levels of betrayal that he experienced due to Jack's actions were absurd. And he just sort of forgave him.
He was like, hey, it could have been worse. He could have been like, he's not even on the top of the list of people who've blighted Yusei,
In the series,
like, I don't know, that prison warden that threw his nose hairs at him.
Oh,
like,
don't
500
remind me.
times. Like, he's in the grand scheme of things.
ugh. Yeah, no, I'm moving on. I don't want to think about that anymore. Fuck that.
Episode 32.
Alright, episode 32. Let's fucking do it.
Yeehaw.
This one opens, they tease a dark tuner monster, and I go, oh boy, a dark signer duel, finally! He said, not knowing.
Ruh-roh.
If only.
So, everybody's heading to a specific super rundown part of the satellite that is called a barbaric area after damage. This is an official term. So I start writing in my notes, oh, so they're gonna abbreviate it to bad, and then they abbreviate it to bads before I finish writing my note. It's just called bad. There's 2 A's. What do you mean it's bad? There's 2 A's, motherfucker.
We gave you mid, now we give you bad.
It's oh man.
I can't wait to
When
see.
you think about it, mid created bad. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see fucking good.
The mids invented bad, and we gotta fucking get them for that. We have to get them.
It's gonna be awesome when we see a fucking shot of a building that just says Kino on it.
At this point, it would not shock me. Oh, so we cut to a TV. We cut to this TV report. The Nasca lines, like the actual Nasca lines in South America, are gone.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are gone.
Just disappeared.
Those lines that are etched in the ground fucking vanished.
About time,
What do you
honestly.
mean?
Dude, I fucking love magic.
What do you mean a guy who looks like Jesus Christ from the fucking the Buddha and Jesus shit is telling me that the Nazca lines are gone?
Oh yeah,
Saint Young Men. I think it's called Saint Young Men.
Yes.
it's Saint Young Man. Also, just that and the girl who's with them with the massive fucking pro.
Yeah, it's very funny. We're very lucky to have video footage of these things just disappearing from the ground, because what the actual fuck? What do you mean? The Nazca?
It was like super fucking freaky, dude.
This is so much funnier than anything in DM, because this is the equivalent of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters saying the pyramids are gone. They sank into the sand. They disappeared. This would basically be the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
And I'm losing my mind. This is an SA2 level shit. This is literally Eggman's secret bases in the pyramids level shit. I love
it's
it.
fine.
God, this is so stupid.
It's great. It has soul.
It does. I missed dumb, funny, insane bullshit.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, I really like the writing of this show. In particular, just they have a lot of funny moments. I know that's not actually supposed to be funny,
Yeah.
but like they're like saying that it just is pretty funny. To
No, I get it.
think
They're
about the writing.
playing
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
okay.
of
They're
this.
trying to be funny in some ways. That Afro woman
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and Jesus Man are absolutely them being like, who will we draw to be the people that saw this?
Yeah, I feel like those were like references to specific Japanese comedians.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Some
or, like,
Japanese
people
kids'
on
parents would
the-
see it and be like, "Oh, I get that."
Usually stuff like that's either referencing a Japanese comedian or it's referencing somebody on the production staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I just like
We got a woman with an afro that works as a key animator.
They might.
They're just getting this shit done.
I would do the same.
You get an afro? Alright, bet.
So
I'll meet
What?
you at the barbershop.
Yusei and Crow and the gang arrive at the bed, and they find all the kids that Crow gave the decks to earlier. And all of the kids swarm Crow and go, "We want more cards. Give us more cards, man."
Bring us more cats.
And he goes, "Who the fuck do I look like? Santa Claus? Are you kidding me with this shit? I don't have more cards for you. Leave my ass
I need
alone."
the fix, Papa Crow. Give me cards. Give me the anniversary tin.
And he doesn't have cards, but he goes, "Hey, I got the next best thing. The guy who won the entire tournament and is now king." And all the kids go, "Holy shit, it's Yusei! Oh my god! Holy shit, Yusei's here! That's crazy! That's
The
awesome!"
kids all click their tongue like, "We don't want this fucking stinky loser." And you say just like quietly
Oh,
lifts his
Jesus,
arm up and
oh.
sniffs his pit, and he goes, "Ugh."
Christ. Yeah, so they all hang out there because Yusei's worried about what he heard from Goodwin. And that night, Crow and everybody else sitting around a fire, and all the kids start bugging Crow to tell a story. And so Crow tells the story of the bridge. And so he tries to keep it in vague terms. It's about 2 islands, one that was full of people who were very poor and couldn't hold down jobs, and one that was full of people who were rich and full of themselves. And there was one guy on the island of people who don't have a lot, who wanted to build a bridge connecting the two islands. And everyone told him, no, you can't do that. That's crazy. And then dude just started doing it. Bro just started building a fucking bridge on his own. And everyone was like, holy shit, that's crazy, man. We'll help you build the bridge. And so they're all building this bridge, trying to connect the islands. And then people from the rich island go, you can't fucking build the bridge, man. We're not going to let you build the fucking bridge. We're going to arrest you. We're going to fucking get you if you start building a bridge again. So most people stopped. But the first guy did not stop. Instead, the first guy does the most insane shit. And he just decides that he's going to go down like a goddamn hero. And oh god.
And Crow was like, and that brave, legendary, sexy, hot, muscular man was I, Crow Hogan.
Yeah.
And the kids go, we wanted to hear like a fantasy story with dragons and shit, not a history lesson.
Well, yeah, but you know, like history's important, dude.
I don't know why. Like, yeah, that whole story. I just thought of like Trump in the wall.
Oh god.
Not that he's actually like.
Well, I mean, the difference is that the only people in the story who are remotely Trump are the cops.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't like, equating.
Shout out to conservative Crow Hogan.
Oh.
Crowomania's running wild, brother.
Ugh.
Brother.
God, that's so
Let's
much worse.
go, baby.
Yeah, this is apparently a really common story in the satellite. Everybody from Yusei's group has heard it before, and Rally got super invested in it when Crow was telling it. And they look at Crow's duel runner, which is very clearly based on a bird, and they go, damn, he probably based his whole life on this guy. That's crazy, actually. And then they all go to bed for that night. They wake up, the Nasca lines are gone. I kind of got ahead of myself there, but can you blame me? What the fuck do you mean the Nasca lines are gone?
I mean, it's a big part of the episode. It's hard not to talk about
It's
it.
kind of massive. It's super insane.
Mhm. Yep.
No, I'm just scrubbing through to see what else to bring up. We cut to all of the Dark Signers who are actually gathered around the old NRD reactor. That's apparently where they've been hiding out this whole time. Crazy.
They're
Ooh, I
getting
have a
dosed in
note.
that nuclear
I think it was right at the
radiation.
end where Jack Atlas is talking about fans. And what did I say? Because like he was like literally just like they only liked me when I was popular. And I was like, oh man, that's way too real.
I mean, yeah.
Why do you
The way they've been treating him like shit nowadays, yeah, that's definitely part of it. So the Dark Signers are they're in their evil villain lair, having their evil villain conversation about now's the time. We gotta start moving. We gotta start making moves.
Yeah, they show a bunch of flashes of different monsters, and I went, is that Frozen Fitzgerald?
God damn it.
He showed up.
God damn it. And they mention how
My
Yusei
God.
Fudo. Yusei Fudo's back in the satellite. We're gonna fucking get his ass. And then one guy in particular is like, no, I'm gonna get his ass. And then he goes to get his ass.
The hot boy jobber always got to show up.
Yeah. So in the middle of the night, Crow catches Yusei trying to get away on his duel runner without letting anybody else know, because Yusei doesn't want anybody else to be in danger when he's attacked, because he fully expects to be confronted by the Dark Signers and all this shit. And he doesn't want that vision he had at the end of the Fortune Cup where Satellite is destroyed to come to pass. And Crow is like, man, no, you're not doing this by yourself. It's stupid. You're fucking kidding me. And they both leave silently in the middle of the night without telling anybody, because that's so much better. But I respect the hustle. It's just very funny. Once they take off, Yusei tells Crow exactly where they need to go, which is the original NRD reactor, and Crow tells him, no, that's in the deepest part of the bed. It's fine. Everybody else wakes up, and they're like, hey, guys, Crow and Yusei are gone. And everybody goes to look for them. That's... yeah. So, Yusei and Crow end up where they want to go, and they're, they get confronted by, depending on dub or sub, Kalin or Kiryu, which, I've been playing Infinite Wealth in my own time the past few weeks, so that was just funny, learning his original name.
Colin? Oh, Kiryu. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's a big fuck off purple glow monster, and that big fuck off purple glow monster causes Yusei's fuck off red sign remark to start glowing. And Kalin just starts he just starts going, yes, yeah, the battle between good and evil has finally begun. And his dub VA set off some alarm bells in my brain, so I looked it up. And he's done a couple notable dub roles. Like Jing in Hunter x Hunter, which I didn't watch the dub for. George Joestar from the first part of JoJo's, which I didn't watch the dub for. And then it hit me when I scrolled all the way down on the behind the voice actors. He is the original 4Kids Zoro from One Piece.
Yep.
He does the really good scream, yeah!
Yes, yeah, that was exactly when it clicked, and I was like, oh my god, that's just him. It's so
awesome.
Funny.
It is Mark, I hope I'm saying this last name wrong, Direzon.
You hope you're saying it wrong?
Oh, I hope I'm saying it right. Fucking, my brain's not working.
It's fine, man. I get it.
He's also played Guts from Berserk a few times, so enjoy that.
Is he the one that did "My love for you is like a drunk berserker"?
God damn
Was that the 2002 TV show?
Fuck berserker.
Was that the 2002 Guts? Because if it is, then yeah.
Apparently it is, baby.
Seemingly.
Let's go.
So when Yusei's confronted and the duel finally starts, Jack and Luna and Akiza all can feel it with their signer marks. What's up?
I hate to tell you this. I don't know if you overlooked it, or maybe I just didn't hear you mention it, but this will kill you.
Oh.
He's also the uncle from Bakuman.
I didn't watch the dub of Bakuman either, and Bakuman is too niche for most of our audience.
Yeah, but this is a knife specifically for you.
No, I know. It was very funny when I had to look at it on the page and then pause for like 10 solid seconds to stare at it. And then I went back to scrolling, and then I found Zoro, and I started laughing. Mina calls up Carly's apartment, and just is like, hey, I need to talk to Jack. Carly goes, what the fuck do you mean you need to talk to Jack? Meanwhile, Jack walks up behind her and takes the phone out of her hand, and is told that, Goodwin has sent for him, so that he can go and see Yusei, who's in the middle of it right now. And they go, open your window. And Carly goes, what do you mean open my window? And there's a helicopter right outside her fucking window.
Open your window.
Hey, look outside right now. Right now, you need to look. We have something important. And then it's just a fucking helicopter like 2 feet away. How the fuck are you gonna get in there from up there?
Well, I gotta say, these episodes with Kalin, that the English dub voice actor's putting his whole pussy into this fucking role, dude.
He is?
The psycho laughing is great.
He is, but the sub-psycho laugh is just... It hits so much better for me. And I don't know why. Like, I respect the dub performance, and it is good in its own right. But that sub, fucking hell.
It's like the difference between the sub and dub Kira laugh at the end of Death Note.
Yeah.
Both do it good, but the sub one just hits.
Yeah, that is actually probably the most accurate comparison. On the way to go find Yusei, because Jack needs to see him right now, since he's going through it. They give Carly the info dump, and also us the info dump. So she tries to ask what Jack's connection to Yusei is. Nobody's gonna tell her. Fuck that. That's above her pay grade. which is nothing at this point. I feel like she's probably already been fired from her job. Mina, who is in the passenger seat of the copter, keeps like threatening her as she asks the wrong questions. But she insists on going, and Carly figures out the exact right way to handle Jack when he's being kind of standoffish and bratty, and it's to insult Yusei to Jack's face. It is so funny that the way to Jack is through Yusei explicitly. Fellas,
You can't insult my boyfriend.
Is it gay to defend your rival who you were estranged from for multiple years?
Fellas, am I gay for my boyfriend?
You don't insult my boyfriend.
The
Only
answer
I
is
can
always
insult him.
slander.
Yeah.
When you have integrity, you'll immediately start yelling, "No, fuck you! You know nothing, whore!" And she's like, "Oh, thank God this is working."
Yeah. So, apparently, at some point, Jack was told about Yusei's backstory that I don't even think Yusei knows about. And I had been spoiled on this already. I thought this was like an end of show development, so I was stunned to hear about this in episode 32. So, Yusei was not born in the satellite. Yusei was actually born in New Domino, and not just New Domino, in the super rich part of New Domino. And his parents worked on the energy thing. It is insane. Yeah, he was born from money. And then when shit got fucked, his parents died, and then he was sent to an orphanage in the satellite. So that's how he ended up in the satellite. Crazy. And Jack starts explaining the Zero Reverse incident to her, and Mina is like, "Jack, this is classified. You cannot be telling her this." And he's like, "No, I'm telling her this." So he explains the negative spiraling, breaking the city in half, and she mentions that this was only ever spun to the public as a natural disaster. And that, holy shit, this is an insane scoop that this was actually a man-made thing. And then Mina goes, "Yeah, you want to spend the rest of your life in lockup? Try writing that article." And that shuts her up pretty quick.
That is the most insane natural disaster I've ever seen. As I saw it happen in Neo Domino, it seemed to be a beam from God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smited the earth.
Yeah. It's just a solar flare causing an earthquake.
Okay, that makes sense. The Nasca lines have left too, so it all matches up.
Yeah, natural disasters can get very weird in this universe because the disaster can be as natural as lines are gone from the ground.
It's like SimCity, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. So Kalin decides to be a dramatic bitch. So the weird purple glowing energy dissipates, and Kalin decides to make himself known by throwing a Vorse Raider card at a nearby rock. That's awesome. I did not think I would see Vorse Raider again of all monsters.
Yeah, I pointed and pog-faced.
I also pogged a little bit. It's very funny. And, he mentions that Yusei's forgotten about him because, he can't recognize him with his hood up. And like, what kind of friend does that? Doesn't recognize a guy with his face completely obscured and in different clothes than he only ever wore when they were hanging out. It's weird.
Yeah.
And both Crow and Yusei are shocked to see him and shocked that, like, he's alive, which is kind of crazy. Kalin blames Yusei for all the shit he's been through and wants his revenge. And, Yusei asks him outright, "Are you a dark signer? Do you want to destroy the satellite?" And Kalin is, very coy about it. He just decides to start the duel. He starts riding on his duel runner, and in the trail of his bike, he leaves this insane purple light. And it makes a track for them that seems to be based on one of the Nasca figures that disappeared. Because they mentioned 3. It was a spider, a giant, and what was the other one?
Monkey?
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
No, monkey, giant, and hummingbird. The spider didn't disappear, but that was the one they showed for some reason. I don't know why they did that. So yeah, they're about to start dueling. That shit's crazy.
It appears as if shit's about to hit the fan.
It seems like
It
shit's
appears
about
so.
to go down.
Something I really love about the fucking aesthetic choice they do with these, by the way.
Yep.
For every Dark Signer, every Earthbound Immortal user, when they create the fucking like big symbol on the ground, it's just the fucking Nasca line, but they've slightly edited them where they need to make them into actual like bike tracks.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they're just racing down the lines of the actual Nasca lines. It's really fucking cool.
It's really cool just as a concept. And the fact that, like, this evil magic that's very clearly distorting them and making them fucked up is literally manifested in the ground and where they have to duel.
Yeah.
Sick as hell.
Oh, we get a very nice fucking like above ground shot of the symbol, since the characters can't fucking see it basically.
Yep.
And that is the Nasca line for the giant, apparently.
Yep. Makes sense considering what we're gonna see in a bit.
Yeah.
For video viewers, there you go. He is on the screen. Very funny. That's just a goofy big guy.
Is that Among Us?
No, it's not Among Us.
No, like on any level, like
Absolutely not. There's not a single part of this.
it looks closer to an ear than it does Among Us.
Oh, I put Dick in the Sky.
Well,
Okay, dude.
that one I at
Dick in
least
the
kind of see.
Yeah, the head has 2 holes.
What is that?
Oh, is yours not like that?
No.
Someone here might have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you.
What?
Oh.
Hey, what if
Please.
ad break? What if
Yeah!
what if we? Oh man. All right.
Well, that was a good ad break. Anyway, back.
No, not happening. I just need a sip of my fucking drink.
Can't
What
rest
episode are
for
we
1
on?
second without him causing trouble.
All right. Try to keep it short and sweet here. We have a Twitter that we'll post to, twitter.com/MillenniumMike. Over there, we will put up all of our thumbnail edits for the episode. Like, if you've seen any of the edits on here and you go, that's funny, I would like to retweet that or save that to send to friends, we post those on our Twitter at the end of every live recording. We will also tease any new guests we have. We'll announce schedule changes, like the one last week that popped up because there was a tropical storm that threatened to cut the power. It sucked.
Yeehaw.
In case of emergencies, that's usually where you want to go. That's where you want to be. If you want to tag us in stuff, you can tag us in stuff on there. Oh, man. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/MillenniumMike. Over there, for as little as $5 a month, you get access to stuff like our movie commentary tracks for Pyramid of Light and Dark Side of Dimensions, and once we reach it, for Bonds Beyond Time, the movie featuring all 3 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists in the series we've watched so far. It's gonna be crazy when it actually drops. I've been looking forward to this for literal years now. Can't wait for us to hit it. It's gonna be great. You get access to archives of past MilMike stream VODs. Not episode recordings, but stuff like building the Millennium Puzzle Model Kit, and dueling, stuff like that. You can also, for higher tiers of patronage, get certain special benefits, like our Blue Eyes White Dragons, our $25 and above tier. who get their names on screen and in the description of every single episode of Millennium Mike. There's also our Forbidden Ones, our $50 and above tier, who get the same benefits, but we read the names out loud. Thank you very much, Zombie Slayer 51. Longtime patron.
You've been a leg for many years.
Yeah, no, very long time patron of the channel. We appreciate the support.
You know what? We're promoting you. You're now the left arm.
Hell yeah!
Carl,
Let's
I'm
go.
sorry, you've gotten
Patron
demoted to
first-time
Little
caller.
D.
Ooh.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyway, and our final tier. He thinks he can get up and leave during the recording. Unprofessional.
I said I was getting
like
up
it's
to
an ad
pee.
break.
I literally at the start of the ad break said I'm gonna go pee.
Well, I dissociated through that, so clearly it's your fault.
A likely story. I don't listen to you, so who knows what you could have said.
Yeah, I didn't
I
hear
slept
Paul say
for
that.
5 hours last night. You think I have the room in my brain to hear you say that you're taking a piss?
Yes.
Our last but not least tier, our $100 tier, our God cards. Thank you very much to ShinyMew.
Wow.
And remember, if you want to support the podcast, and if you are not financially stable enough to do so, please remember, sharing the podcast with people that you think would enjoy it does a lot. It goes a long way. Please make sure that you have enough money for food, for rent, for internet, for all the essential stuff. And then if you want to throw some money our way every month, you're more than welcome to. Just please take care of yourself
appreciated.
first.
It's much appreciated. If you can't support us fiscally, I don't know, go print off some flyers, post them all around your neighborhood.
Make
Now,
clips,
because
actually, genuinely make clips.
making
Make bootleg
clips is
merch
big.
that supports us.
Clips is a very big thing. We can turn those into YouTube shorts. Those will be fun.
Yeah,
I hate the idea of putting flyers around your town and then like a local 50-year-old like man or woman goes into the chat and's like, why are you sending it? And then that person's accidentally doxed themselves.
God.
It's
Yeah.
like, we know the town you put the flyers in because someone came in and started talking about it.
Now, here's the problem with the idea of putting flyers up in your town. Don't do that, by the way. If you do that, and if some like 60-year-old whose 5-year-old nephew really likes Yu-Gi-Oh comes into the podcast
Oh,
and
God.
listens from episode 1 of Duel Monsters, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen there? Disaster will ensue. It will not end well for anybody involved.
Yeah, we can't be doing this. They will believe the bits where I say we're actually sponsored, and then we will get in trouble.
And when
Some poor 5-year-old watches a bunch of episodes of Mill Mike and goes, Daddy, what's 9/11?
no, well, I mean that's
Daddy,
not the
why
worst
are you
part.
talking about a casting
That's much
couch?
better than that's much better than the dick that has 2 holes.
Yeah. Nah, that's much better than nihilist Mokuba.
9/11
because
is at least history. That's like what happened about the hypothetical burning of Notre Dame.
the insane
Oh,
thing
God.
that I'm thinking of is a 10-year-old going up to their parents, and just being like, Dad, what's nihilism? What's nihilism and what does it have to do with Arby's?
We don't bring up chat
I was
much, but I
about to
think this
say
is a
that
perfect moment.
It is a sandwich Twitter.
Urameshi Trev brings up the best fucking thing. Episode 1, we have a quote that's just, Kaiba raw dog me daddy. Wait, is he not 18?
Okay, hold on.
Holy
Carl
shit.
said that.
Pretty sure
didn't
that's
he?
a Carl quote.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not mine, thank God. I could have got on that either way.
Well, Bio, I'm fairly
never said
sure
that.
you're not attracted to men that way. Am I right?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then it may have been you. I may have forgotten. We have no idea. If you want to find out, you can go rewatch episode 1 of the podcast, where our audio quality is significantly worse. Oh
Mine's
God.
good.
Ugh.
Let's wait for the Mill Mike sequel podcast where we do a podcast about the podcast.
No, because the idea of listening
Welcome
to
back to GX, ladies and gentlemen.
oh God. All right. I'm gonna try to stream more. It's been a lot at home, but like hopefully with regular ADHD medication and a dream, I can fucking make it work at least twice a week outside of Milmike. So please potentially look forward to that. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to promote during our ad break?
Hi. There's a Mega Man podcast that happens occasionally. It's called Program Advance. We're covering the Battle Network fuck you. I was doing so well. We're covering Mega Man NT Warrior, the Mega Man Battle Network anime. We'll return to that eventually, I'm sure. Just people need to stop going through it. That's what's going on. Also, hi, I'm Shorah. I'm trying to stream again occasionally. I literally streamed yesterday. I played some Dot Hack games. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/ShorahArt. ShorahArt. Please come on by. Fucking, I hate screaming into the void. It makes me really discouraged.
Yeah, links to people's socials that you want to follow, any of our hosts, always in the description. So,
also,
just
hi,
bear
I
that in
do
mind.
artwork, and I'm trying to survive. I have a PayPal link somewhere on my Twitter, I'm sure. Fucking please help me.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at Shore. Calling out.
It was
Lifestyle.
really bad.
It was a really bad time. I had to say something.
Awesome.
I read chat, and so it said.
They're out here asking for money, please help, and you're like, poor.
No. I was reading
It's
chat.
okay,
and
Bio.
someone
No
said-
one laughs
No.
at me.
I said, someone said selling point of the Mega Man podcast, not Bio Russ.
It's alright, Bio. No one
Should
laughs
be
at me.
laugh. Oh. I laugh.
Fucking got him. Hey, speaking of things you can get, we have the Millennium Microphone Mega Master Saga coming back soon with myself and Shorah. I think the first episode is done. It just has to be uploaded.
I need to
G
finish
never
that
told me it was done.
thumbnail.
What the fuck? Oh,
I think. I actually don't know. It could be something else I was thinking of.
I thought he
that
was
said
supposed to
was
DM
done.
me when he uploaded stuff to the Google Drive. Oh,
It might
I
not
gotta
be done.
finish the
I could be
thumbnail
lying
anyway.
accidentally.
I'm gonna die.
But wouldn't it be funny if it was done?
It would be pretty funny if it was done.
If I look on there and I see it's done, I'm gonna go in his DMs and I'm gonna
Can
scream,
you check if it's
yo!
done right now?
I'll be pretty.
All right,
get him in
motherfucker, I'll do
trouble.
it.
Get him in trouble live.
I'll get his
Beat him
ass.
Get him a
Oh,
read.
man.
I have
Actually,
something
Get him a
for
reads.
if you guys like my psychology series, I'm gonna start doing some like stream playthroughs of games and doing.
Who
like,
asked,
that
bro?
analysis. Okay. I'm excited for it.
Can we
I
have
think it'll be
one
really-
smooth segment? Just one? Just one?
I'm really excited to talk about psychology and teach some people some things.
They're very good
Carl.
videos.
Yeah, so if you want to see it live, then I'm gonna start doing some streams live.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah, what's up?
This is M4S, right?
Yes.
You didn't
M4S.
fucking
as
tell
in-
No, shut
gonna
up.
get him.
Shut up, Bio. I fucking. Oh.
M4S. I did a week one
that's the most
clear
current
of
artist rate
Fantasy.
content Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
Hi
I did-
everyone. We're a well-oiled machine.
I
There
cleared
you go,
it.
Warren
Hi,
G.
everyone. I'm
Week
having a
one.
mental
I cleared it
breakdown
on before
live.
the
Don't
video.
mind me.
Done. Like, where are we?
That's my brain right now, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. I'll just I'm
Week
not
one
gonna
clear.
download that right now. I'll just leave the fucking tab open. God damn it.
Yeah, I did. Well, let's get to that.
All right.
Yeah. I was excited.
I'm happy for you,
Check
man.
out Byroxis' stream where they'll be playing Super Mario Brothers, and then they'll look at Luigi and go bipolar, and then that's the psychology stream you have to look forward to.
Now I feel
Mario's,
like if
Mario's
anybody
actually a serial killer.
now
I think Luigi's manic depressive.
I feel like you could get a lot out of looking at the portrayals of Bowser in a bunch of different Mario games, because like
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone's bipolar, it might be that man.
Dude,
And now
no
welcome
one in
back
your
to our
audience is
news.
ready for a thumbnail that just says the psychology of Bowser.
Truly.
The first series I'm gonna do is Life is Strange, actually, because I think that's like actually
Okay.
very,
Neat.
very interesting. Some people have thrown out things like Death Stranding because of like all the things about connections and
That would be a really good one.
Okay.
Omori is one people have mentioned. I don't know much about that one.
You'll do Life
Yeah,
is Strange. These gays be crazy.
Literally.
Why don't they simply accept Jesus in their hearts?
Because they're gay, Carl.
And now it's time for the psychology of the Goomba.
God. All right.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
No, we still got 3 more episodes, man.
Oh shit, you're right.
fucking
You know,
All right.
when you started talking about what you were gonna do, I'm like, clearly the episode's done. We're talking about what we're doing after.
Fortnite stream in 2.5 hours. We gotta fucking rush it now. All right. Nobody else has anything to advertise, do they? Going
No.
once?
No.
Well, make sure you check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheCalamityCarl. I've been doing a lot of Master Duel Masochist and
Okay.
a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh things.
That's great, man.
If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, check it out.
Hell yeah. All right.
Time to go for another 2 hours.
No,
We're so blank.
no. If we go for another 2 hours, I'm just gonna die on stream. You're not gonna find out how, but it will happen.
I'll
Turbo
leave. I'll
Duels.
be like,
Damn
I'm sorry.
chaps.
You've hit my time limit. I gotta leave.
It's the fucking doom counter that's over my head. We have 2.5
There's no paid
hours left.
overtime on this. Like,
Oh, God.
Shibuya, you better push those women and children out of the way and get to that fucking boat.
Boats!
Do you enjoy boating? How about listening to some friends tell a few stories and talk about their weeks? Then I've got just the podcast for you. Dip Ships, the legitimate boating podcast. Every week, Carl, PM, Medi, and Nick get together and tell their favorite stories and recap what's been going on in their lives and talk about boating too, I guess. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Podbean. And we'll see you on the Nautical Mile.
I love seeing in the chat. When did
you know,
dipshits
Shibuya,
get a
do you
raccoon?
think we have any listeners on Amazon Music for this podcast?
I think we might.
I was looking at all the logos there, and I'm like, there's no way someone on Dip Ships is like, dude, Amazon Music's my primary podcast.
I'm pretty sure somebody
platform.
messaged us asking specifically about Amazon Music once.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I
There's
hope that-
always one guy.
I hope that
Like
guy's
those
doing
people that use
well.
Bing.
I don't know if we have any Bing
Because
users
it's
in our
not Google.
audience. That's an entirely separate issue. Hey, what's up? Episode 33. So,
Go back.
this image that's on the screen right now that you may or may not be looking at,
Why
it's,
have you decided this?
the
What,
name
the
is
skibbity?
called POV. Colin is tired of them because this
Colin?
is what happened when they were on a
God, his
team
dub name
together.
sucks, dude.
Happy birthday, Colin.
Colin,
Colin.
Kalin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Colin, PhD.
No, Colin, my
Not
good
the
friend whose
crackhead.
birthday is today, is not
Huh?
involved with this in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think Colin does crack.
Happy
Big
birthday,
fan.
Rosen.
Oh, as if it's true. Like, that's a little strange.
Happy birthday, Rosen. Please come over your crippling methamphetamine addiction.
That's
Oh.
crack,
Huh?
crack and meth are 2 different things.
What the skibbity?
God damn it. All right, that's
I'm
it.
gonna
We're
kill
removing Crow Hogan from the podcast, effective immediately. There we go. He's been edited
There we
out.
go.
It's all BL now.
You can't do this to me.
Too bad. Shouldn't have said what the skibbity.
Me of all people, you would think I wouldn't be the one to say it.
No, I knew you'd be the
Just
one
so
to
you
say
know,
it. That's why I had to think up consequences.
Colin would have been going, what the Sigma?
The Sigma.
That's fair, actually. I hadn't considered that. The meme format only had 3 speech bubbles, though. And I wasn't going to add a 4th. That felt too clunky.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking about Squidward.
I get it.
He would sound like Squidward.
Episode 33.
No, I was
Venusaur
just thinking of the
Hellfire.
bit. I wasn't saying that, Carl. Don't lie.
Episode 33 opens, and Leo and Luna bring up an Infernity monster, and I'm like, oh shit, Infernities? For real? That's crazy.
Yeah, gross.
Or-
Hate it.
Or as the dub continues to call them, infernalties.
I'm
Why the
very I'm very
Where
glad
the fuck
that
are they putting an L?
I'm glad that they decided that joke from the last episode that the old freaks did was they thought it was so good that they had to put it into the recap of this episode.
Yeah, they sure did think that.
Like, wow, thanks. I didn't want that, but
I do love the first episode, or the first sentence of this episode's summary on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki. Kalin vows to send Yusei straight to the depths of hell. Bro really decided to just go full speed from the jump on this one. And I appreciate it, because it is so funny. He flashes Yusei his dark signer mark. And he explicitly mentions, hey, yeah, this is a real mark, unlike the fake shit you've seen already. And the fake shit being the innocent people of Satellite who were bit by a spider once and had their decks fucking corrupted and shit. Crow, meanwhile, who is locked out of this Nasca line dueling stadium that Kalin's created, is trying to find a spot where he can, like, observe the duel. And he ends up at parked at the top of a hill. He can kind of see the entire figure. And it is the giant. It is explicitly the giant Nazca line that was, removed from South America somehow. Are we ever gonna get to that? I don't think so. We'll see.
I would hope so, but
the mark is apparently also just in the sky above the satellite, which is crazy. And then Carly wonders if this is connected to the lines disappearing in South America. Damn, bitch, that's crazy. Me too. I'm also wondering this.
maybe if you had an IQ of over 2, you could figure that out, Carly.
Maybe. Jack demands... Go ahead.
I was just bemoaning Carl's misogyny again.
Okay.
Shaking your head to let everybody know you didn't support that.
Did not.
Jack starts screaming at the pilot that they need to go lower. They need to get closer to the duel.
He did that, and I was like, and then they slam into a wall of fire, dying instantly, and immediately they start diving down, and I went, oh shit, they might.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very real danger. Jack and Crow make eye contact, and they're like, holy shit, what are you doing here? It's very funny. But at a certain point, both the pilot and Mina start saying that they cannot get closer. They will crash if they do. Like, you cannot take this copter lower without being a danger to everybody on board. And, it's still close enough for Jack to see exactly who's dueling here. And the pilot has to pull the copter up so they don't fucking die. And Kalin starts laughing, because the gang's all here. The gang being the Enforcers, an old team that he ran back in the Satellite, when the Satellite was extremely dangerous, unlike now, where it's only mildly dangerous, I guess.
I'm sorry. I think that you might mean Team Satisfaction.
True.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What a terrible name.
It's so stupid. But in, like, the
Enforcers
most
is at least,
charming
like-
Satisfy
way.
them, dude.
Oh, it's so funny.
So a fun fact about the Enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
In the Nintendo DS game Yu-Gi-Oh! Reverse of Arcadia, you play as the secret 5th Enforcer.
Oh my god, the secret 5th Enforcer!
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
you.
Man, this dub sucks. Every name's so
Holy-
terrible.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
In Reverse of Arcadia, very early on, you get to learn that you were part of their friend group.
That's awesome.
You are an Enforcer.
Well, I mean,
Wow!
in most shows with tie-in media, I would say that's fucking stupid. There's a better way to include a self-insert OC. But considering
It's
the way
really
they're
funny.
delivering this plot in this main show, to force Kalin into Yusei's backstory, and to force Crow into Yusei's backstory, that actually not only tracks, but is perfect.
looking at Yusei's friend group and going, wait, I could do that too! Wow!
That's awesome. So they flash back to Crow losing a duel to this gang called the Magicians 4, who are dressed up like fucking clowns. And they're
The
like
fucking
threatening to beat him up in this run-down building, making fun of his nickname, which is apparently Crow the Bullet,
That's
Why?
pretty cool.
Why?
Why is that his nickname?
Because he moves
Hey,
as fast as
Shibuya.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, Shibuya, how's that Shemel counter looking?
Oh man, yeah, this is really where it starts kicking off. It's very funny. I didn't keep track specifically, but I know he was in this. He's probably like 2 of the 4
He was
guys.
the green-haired fat one.
Oh god, of course he was.
Basically doing the same voice he did in GX for the big muscular, like, underground duelist dude who went,
Oh.
I bet your mommy can be here.
No. I'm sorry. I gotta correct you on that line delivery.
Oh, really?
My mommy says I'm really strong.
Yeah, that's the line.
Yeah, that guy.
God forbid I didn't block that out of my
You
memory.
have to understand that line delivery is maybe one of the best parts of GX.
It's important.
In the dub.
I saw these nasty freaks and I was like, oh, freak men. Yeah, that's the. They're gross. I don't like them.
The funny thing is, 2 of them look pretty fucking normal. It's just the other
Yeah,
one.
that's why I'm confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, 2 of them look normal, but they're dressed up like fucking clowns. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't give them the benefit of the doubt
Fucking
here. Actually,
killer clowns from outer space over here.
like at least Team Satisfaction has a uniform that doesn't look like complete shit.
Yeah, a brown jacket.
A brown sleeveless vest with fur on the sleeves. Because it's very
I love
funny.
it because them being in this gang, it's like before they became real protagonists or antagonists, so they're like generic NPC looking characters now.
It's
Yeah,
like West Side Story.
and they've
You
got
say
like
looks naked because he doesn't have any of his marks.
yeah, and like Colin's got this weird headband that doesn't look good on his design. It's a little goofy.
It's a little dumb, yeah.
Crow looks the most similar to his current design, which is so fucking funny. Because I just looked at this and for a minute I was like, why is Crow in the same clothes? And then it took them cutting back to the present day for me to be like, oh, he's not. Oh, okay.
So after they started getting into this backstory, I started thinking, how many fucking backstories did Jack and Yusei have? And then I was just like,
So many.
and then I was just like, I want them to keep adding on backstories, make it like funny. Like, yeah, remember those 5 years we were on Team Satisfaction, and then we were with Bingo Hazama for 3 years.
Bingo!
And went on
Dude, you're
Crank
fucked. I'm
Daddy's,
pretty sure there are more.
and we went on Crank Daddy's boat for 10. Our ages are ambiguous at best now.
Yeah.
Don't spoil that one.
The last arc is just like introducing a new villain. They're like, oh yeah, our best friend when we were all growing up together. He was in this. This goes back to every like flashback, and they just insert someone.
See,
As someone
Standing
who's
in the
dealt with a lot
background.
of series that try to wedge a character in midway through, this is probably the smoothest I've seen in a while. If only because we're still not that far into the show.
yeah, only 30 episodes deep and introducing somebody else from his past that he was estranged from is not that bad. But I'm sincerely hoping for a GX type situation where the final arc has a guy who just inserts himself into the plot and everyone goes, yeah, it's our old pal. We've known him forever, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah, I don't know if 5Ds would be able to handle, what was it, Fujiwara?
Fujiwara. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it would be able to handle one of those. The 5th member of Team Satisfaction is the final boss of the show.
This cannot be undone. Man.
Man, drawing Crow as the fucking s'more move would have actually been pretty good. Fuck.
No, it's...
It would have been funny, but he's not nearly as bad as Cardboard.
It would have. The problem is, yeah, we already have Miho as Smormu, and she absolutely deserves it. Crow doesn't. Crow is kind of
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You're right.
Crow, I
No,
love
yeah,
Crow.
yeah.
I'm a shooter for Crow.
If I continued
bullet!
the smiling friends bit, you know what Crow would? You know what I would have drawn Crow as?
Oh, no. Who?
Shrimp.
Oh, God!
KZ, I finally get it. They call him Crow the Bullet because he's got so many shooters.
Can I shoot you?
We did it, everybody.
Yeah.
We figured it out. End of podcast. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Finally!
shit.
Oh!
Jesus.
Oh!
I hope it hit a bone.
Oh!
Okay, so, turns out Crow was sending a distress signal so that the rest of Team Satisfaction would come in, beat up these guys, and Yusei and Jack do this insane thing where they have, like, these things that they lasso onto the opponent's arm that it attaches to the duel disc. I'm
He's still
ignoring
going.
all of this. I'm still going. And
Oh,
They're
You're so
dueling-
professional. I appreciate it.
they're dueling with an ante of the loser's duel disc exploding. And that's fucking metal. Why didn't we get to see a full duel of this? Because they're cowards.
yeah, it's really cool.
4Kids is like, thank God!
Yeah.
Thank God!
4Kids on their knees thanking Jesus that they didn't do this. And I'm just here on my knees crying, weeping for the lost potential of somebody's duel disc exploding in their face.
I like this
That's so
escalation
good.
from the BDSM electroshock stuff from GX to now, we're just strapping a bomb.
Yeah, we're just destroying your really expensive equipment, which
You're
feels
gonna
like
lose
it
the
should
dual
have been the
disc,
GX
it's gonna burn
thing.
away your cards, so you're just done. So it kind of like really shows like we're gonna try and conquer the entire like satellite.
Yeah.
And it's real because everyone's cards are getting blown up.
Yep. And all of this, all in a flashback. We cut back to present day.
Can I say something about Kalin?
Yeah.
This motherfucker got 3 signers gathered together by himself.
Mhm.
It took him nothing to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
What the fuck is Godwin's excuse? He needs all this shit. Just hire this kid.
Goodwin's a bitch.
Yeah.
He didn't use magic. He used money, and as we all know, magic trumps money.
That's true.
That's
That
just
man told me
original
that.
Yu-Gi-Oh economics for you.
That is a fair point, actually. I hadn't considered that. So, you know, Carly hears about all of this from the copter that is still pulling up from the Nasca lines, and she turns to Jack and asks what the fuck happened to all of them. And Jack tells her about their tragic backstory, about how they were all hanging out in Satellite as kids, and you know, it was just him, Crow, and Yusei for a while, and then Kalin came in and gave them purpose. He gave them hope where they had none. He gave them a reason to keep living day to day, and that reason was to conquer all of Satellite and take it back from the dual gangs?
Let's go.
What do you mean there were dual gangs in the Satellite, bro?
Hey, it's
Of
okay. They
course.
solved all that by the time the first episode came out, okay?
This would have been an entire season if we were still in GX.
Yeah, if we're in GX, this would have been 45 episodes.
Yeah, if we were still in GX, none of the Dark Signer shit would have happened until episode 90.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
right,
that
Bridget.
nobody
Fuck your
calls me
stupid
wrong for
series.
that. No,
You're not wrong.
I'm not saying GX is bad. I'm saying the pacing's a little whack. And that's
I'm
okay.
saying it's bad. Fuck you, Bridget.
Wow.
I think it's not bad because I deleted every episode I didn't like from my memory like I did the last time I watched it.
That's fair. Shoutouts to the fucking Jeopardy guy. I think that deck is still very funny.
We were both thinking of the game show guy? That's crazy.
I love whimsy in a filler
I'm
duel.
like, what's the one non-plot episode in season 2 that I really like? Game Show Man.
Yeah.
Game Show Man, and I was gonna say the Bastion gets naked episode, but that is plot because he leaves.
Yeah, that's also not a fun one. That's agonizing because that's the death
No,
of his
that shit
character.
was fun as hell.
Yeah, so Colin's the one who gives them the idea to make Team Satisfaction, and Kalin is the one who decides that they're going to take the entirety of Satellite back from all of these dual gangs. A thing that is real and has existed since the start, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
Of course it does.
And, Colin...
You remember that guy with the insect deck at the very beginning? Yeah, him and his 3 pals, totally just another dual gang. Don't worry about it.
Okay, totally. That makes sense. We cut back to the present. Colin is racing around the arena and telling Yusei that the flames surrounding them are the same as his rage, and they won't die until they have dueled. And, they're gonna put their lives on the line in this fight, because when you duel with the purple flames, any life point damage is real damage that you take. You get fucked up in Dark Signer duels.
So
I love it.
wouldn't they wouldn't they have to like swap out their normal spell cards with speed spell cards every time they do a speed duel, or is it just like automatically done by the bike?
I have no idea.
I assume
I
they just
choose to
have
believe
like,
the bike does it.
yeah, I assume that the bike does it, considering that the dual discs in the past have literally been like, oh, you need to search out this card from your deck. Here you go, and it just slides that specific card out for them
Yeah,
without them needing to like reshuffle.
the tech being advanced enough for that does make sense. CAPAC tech went crazy in the early aughts. With enough time, it can do whatever the fuck you want.
What duel gang would y'all join? Sharks. That's my answer.
Twisters.
I
We're
don't
the
know. Do
silly
they
little
name
guys.
any
We're
of
the
these gangs
toons.
actually?
Outside
The
of
magicians.
the magicians, I don't think so.
The magicians
miss
and
the
the
magicians.
enforcers.
I literally
Oh, and Team
said their
Satisfaction.
name was the Magicians 4.
What a bunch of losers! Just 4 guys hanging out. Is that what it is?
4 big guys.
They're like, we're
Oh.
just 4 dudes who dress like spellcasters. What fucking losers!
Yeah.
It's almost like they planned on making shitty filler episodes and then just didn't.
All right, hold on. We've got Team Golem, Team Insect, the Ambulators, the Enforcers, and Magicians 4.
Yep.
Ambulators is the least cringe of all those, so yeah.
I don't,
Minus the
I don't
enforcers.
know.
Oh wait, in Reverse of Arcadia, there's 3 other gangs: Team Black, Team Black and Blue, Team Dirty Works, and Team Non-Securities.
I need to not know about Dirty Works, alright?
Okay, Team Non-Security sounds like it's an anti-cop team, which is kind of based because Sector Security fucking sucks. But
I want to be in Dirty Works. I want to get my hands filthy.
all
gonna
right,
be honest,
Alan,
When
smiling
he said
friends.
non-security, I just went, oh, they must be security members that got fired.
Welcome
They
to
still
Team
use
Dirty
the same
Works.
fucking decks, and they
Oh,
just have dirty
God.
versions of their outfits.
Hey, they use the same
Welcome
decks,
to Team
so that
Dirty Works.
means that, right? That's what that means.
Yeah.
If you lose a duel against us, we'll spray you with dirty brown water.
No.
Nope.
Oh god, this recording's already 2 hours. Okay.
Great!
Oh fuck, we gotta move. Kalin is using Infernities. That's crazy. And he uses Depth Amulet. Crazy.
He summons Infinity Archfiend. Crazy.
You try describing the episode in a more
He
interesting way with
attacks
a
with
fucking
Infinity
migraine.
Archfiend, and it does random Sakuga that creeped me out and was gross. Crazy.
Yeah, I know. I love it when they turn it on a little bit.
As Colin finally attacks Yusei, it's revealed that this is a true fucking like shadow duel, turbo duel thing.
Yeah.
And Yusei straight up almost fucking loses control of his duel runner as the pain is fucking real.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode, Colin yells at Yusei to die and go to hell.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was. This is the start of a really cool duel.
It is.
Episode 34, Dark
It took way
Synchro,
too
come
long to
forth,
start,
100
but-
Eye Dragon.
So it's fine.
I mean,
It only feels really long because we had to watch 6 episodes in one sitting, and you were very high while doing it.
in fairness, the setup
I
was
can
kind of
tell.
worth it.
I could tell because I wrote down for a second. I thought we had to watch up to 36. My brain is legitimate goop. I'm surprised
That would have
hasn't
been
leaked out of my
awesome.
ears.
You watched fucking
That would
like
have
8
been
episodes.
The next episode debuts one of my favorite fucked up monsters, and I'm very excited for 100 Eyes Dragon.
Yeah, I also popped off because I owned 100 Eyes Dragon back in the day.
Yep. He
Okay.
can stand up there with, like, you know, the Hall of Famers like Frozen Fitzgerald.
No, he stands
Yo.
above Frozen
Cool Dark
Fitzgerald.
Synchros.
All my homies
Chili
hate
Charles?
Frozen Fitzgerald.
Honest to God, I really wish that
Hello,
Konami
Freezing
decides
Bobber?
to. I really wish that Konami would decide to accept money in the future at some point, because I would pay money for the anime version of 100 Eyes Dragon with the dark colored synchro border.
Yeah.
Ian?
I'm stunned they
It's
haven't
so
made
fucking
limited
cool.
rarities of the dark signer synchros. Where it's just
Billy
the black.
Franklin.
Even if it's just not usable in a duel, like the colored background
Like the
god
fucking
cards.
god cards they did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you say Philly Franklin?
No, I said Chili Franklin, actually.
Oh, I just pictured like Franklin the turtle, but as a horse.
Chili Charles is right there.
I
and you
agree
didn't
though.
take it.
They should just print cards that are just the anime.
They should.
Yes.
That would be really cool.
The dark synchros, you know. I want any of the like specialized stuff.
I'd
And people
kill
know
for
they will be playable. You can just like,
Yeah.
You can even make it like the anime and just give them the boxes with the numbers on it.
Yeah, they could just do what they did with the original releases of the God cards, where they just like wrote in the corner, "You cannot
this
legally
cannot be
use
used in
this
a
in
duel."
play." Yeah.
Yeah, I would kill for like really nice high rarity hollows of these dark synchro monsters. I think they're sick as hell for the most part.
I love anything that actually puts inverting a color into its design. So the way they invert the level colors, they just hit that in Photoshop. Big fan of it.
Yeah, no, it's really charming with how stupid it looks. I think it's soulful.
You say summons that fucking Rock Warrior? What was his name?
Hold on.
That's Dwayne.
Ah, yes. He summons Dwayne Johnson.
Rockstone Warrior.
That's the one. I'm just like, oh, a fellow Pebble Maxer, I see.
Stone Warrior.
Uh-huh.
You guys just take a handful of pebbles and just swallow them to help your digestion?
Gravel Pebble Warrior. Like,
Okay,
double
dinosaur.
negative ass.
So, as the duel continues on, Kalin is basically spending the majority of his time sending more and more and more of his deck to the graveyard.
I was
He's got
really
all
waiting
these-
for Yusei to be like, "You're evil, sending all your cards to the graveyard like this, not respecting them." I'm like,
Nope.
No, that was
I'm very
Raphael's
glad
bit.
he didn't go that way, because it was like, dude, it's fucking, that's the whole point. They love it in there. They're sloppy little freaks.
Please don't.
It's okay. They're not there permanently. I can literally just take them out. I don't know why you have a problem with this. Anyway.
You're killing them. Stop. Cards?
So as Collins continues to send just more and more of his cards to the graveyard to continuously activate the effect of fucking Depth Amulet, we eventually get to the point where he's got a Dark Tuner on the field and monsters. He's got that fucking Infernity Dwarf. That thing gets fucked up as he uses it to summon 100-Eye Dragon.
So bad for him. He just wanted to live his life in his little hollow.
He just wanted to mine.
That dwarf was fucking murdered to make this dragon.
Bro was in actual physical pain. It was fucked up.
Oh, cool, I'm gonna use this synchro material. Ah, why does this hurt? Anyway, I'm a dragon now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. 100 Eyes Dragon. Love that bastard.
With the most broken anime original effect I've fucking seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It can...
Dude, I used to play fan games that used the anime effects, and people hated this shit. It was
Of course
horrible.
they did.
But I'm like, hey, they coded it in this game, so we have to.
gains the effects of all dark monsters in your graveyard.
People would dump some devious cards for this.
Oh, I'm sure.
And bear in mind, this is not like fucking choose one, it gains the effect. No, it simultaneously has the effect of every single dark monster in your grave.
I think
you just send
I'll
fucking
play
Vanity
this
Fiend.
with that grass looks greener shit where you dump half your deck.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
hey, I have excellent news. Relinquished is a dark monster, so you can just have a
Yes,
fucking
yes.
Relinquished too, with actual attack and
Relinquished with
defense.
fucking Vanity's Fiend would be disgusting.
Relinquished
that,
with
you have
attack and
fucking light and-
defense.
You have Light and Darkness Dragon as an option. You have fucking Gores as an option.
Oh god, Red Eyes Darkness Metal also counts. Oh! Vile! That's awesome! Fucking hell. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. When it's at its
Even-
most stupid.
Even worse if you can get a card that works like Zombie World, where it turns everything into a dark, whether it's on the field or the graveyard.
Yeah.
That shit would be fucking insane.
I hate that.
Anyway, then when they brought it into the actual fucking physical card game, they just made it banish a level 6 or lower dark effect from your graveyard. Until the end phase, it gains that thing's original name and effect.
Yeah, I owned this card. I never said I played it.
Oh, it's a cool fucking card.
It's a
I
sick
had
as hell
definitely
card.
owned it at some point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I traded for it. But not because it was actually useful to me. It was because I had a couple of extra Xyz monsters that I got from booster packs, and like the guy I was trading with needed it, and it was like, hey, I'll give you 100 Eyes Dragon, and I was like, fuck yeah, he looks neat, I'll take him. So there we go. Also, shoutouts to Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Love that funny little guy.
I love that silly little scarecrow.
Hard carrying
good.
in this duel for a solid chunk of it.
Kids, you remember we used to play that in Dueling Book and we'd always flip it back down and keep using it?
Yes. And for some reason, we still packed 3. Like, man, we're just going to be running out, huh?
Yeah.
We're like, the battle phase is going to be 45 minutes.
God. Yeah, the duel's pretty standard for a while. Because Kalin has managed to get 100 Eyes Dragon onto the field. It's the boss monster, so Yusei has to be fucked up for a while. And, you know, it destroys Yusei's Junk Warrior. He loses control of his Duel Runner again, and Kalin starts doing the maniacal laugh.
Hell yeah.
No, Carl, I noticed.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Carl, I noticed.
Don't worry about it.
I can see what you're typing in chat, Carl. I noticed.
They really just killed a whole bunch of guys
Yeah, no, in
the
order
past.
in order to
And the
do
future.
shit, Kalin gets fucked up, dude. It is a lot to take in. So, Yusei does his best to come back from getting decimated by a boss monster. And, let's see. He just barely survives an attack that would take out all of his life points and piercing battle damage, by sacrificing Rockstone Warrior. He just barely lives through it.
Yeah.
I'm just going through this. Oh yeah, Yusei flashes back to their final, the gang's final big duel to take over Satellite from the other duel gangs, and how this gang fought dirty. This gang was full of guys who were kind of a piece of shit. Everybody is dueling and it's just fine, but the guy Yusei ends up dueling. When Yusei tries to link their duel discs together, they're on top of 2 buildings. And
He does the smart thing.
It's so
Yeah.
awesome. I literally typed like, you're still like 4 people, gang up on this teenager, and immediately this dude's like, I'm just gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cause physical
I'm going
violence
to
to you.
actually try and kill you.
This world rules.
yeah,
was like-
so
Someone with a brain, finally.
that like the cuffs that like tie their dual discs together. So Yusei gets his cuff on the other guy's dual disc, and the other guy starts pulling Yusei towards the edge of the building he's standing on. And
Yo.
not only that, but once Yusei is like almost completely gone, he takes his dual disc off. Something nobody else has thought to do up to this point. That was entirely possible to do. It's not like this had a locking mechanism stopping
Yeah, but
anybody
they
from
always have their
taking it
deck
off.
in there. This guy's like, I put Pintos in this one. This one's not even good.
God. And so
There's
he's just
Frog the Jam and shit in here. I'll just ditch it.
bro is just
I was
like,
running
yeah,
a gag deck.
I'm gonna drop this dual disc and let you die. And everybody like is freaking the fuck out. But Kalin, who is also on this rooftop, manages to grab Yusei's arm with one of the other cuffs that's meant to blow up a dual disc, which A, Yusei's arm would be gone because he was in the middle of falling, and B, isn't that gonna, like, does that unlock without dueling? Or will that...
Bro,
blow
I
up on its own?
bet they have like special keys they made for it.
Okay.
We never imagined that someone would do this with them. We never thought
You know,
we'd
the
need
off chance we
keys.
like test with this shit.
Yeah,
I love they all have like perfect fucking throw and aim with these handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
that's so funny. They trained
It's
for hours to do this.
an escalation from everyone being good at throwing and catching cards.
True. Yeah. This is the
They
natural
always catch them with
progression.
like 2 fingers too. They're real good with it.
It's really epic.
Yeah, the guy who almost killed Yusei tries to get away, but Jack kicks his shit in. Very funny. And, you know, Team Satisfaction has done it. They've taken over every sector of Satellite. No more duel gangs, just them. It's great. They all start laughing. And we flash back to the present where 100 Eyes Dragon attacks Yusei directly. Bro loses control of his duel runner again. And Kalin explicitly says that he will make sure Yusei burns this time. Crazy.
He said that, and I was just like, Kiryu, you're kind of being a fucking prick right now, dude, and I do not appreciate it.
Look at him.
I mean, yeah, he's a little fucked up right now, bro.
It's a little off the goop, my dude.
He has no whites in his eyes.
So,
I have a very important announcement at this point, and during the podcast, I got Outback Steakhouse.
I haven't eaten.
When I was watching my episodes.
Okay. I thought you meant
you're just
right
the
now.
dog looking
Not
at the
right now.
boiling water on the stove at this point in the podcast.
Yeah, I haven't eaten in at least 10 hours, so I was about to threaten you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Hey, listen, upset stomach will fuck you up.
Yeah, that
and
sounds about right.
Fair enough.
Now Carl's gonna be like, at this moment in the podcast, I turned on my air conditioning, just really like twisting the knife over there.
yeah, I swear to God. So
It's been on the whole time.
at the end of this episode, fuck you. At the end of this
I'm
episode,
sorry. I really let him do that, huh? Shit.
Yusei flashes back to something that he had forgotten. Sector Security was hunting down Team Satisfaction, and Yusei sees Kalin covered in blood, and a member of Sector Security is on the floor face down, not moving. Yusei is wrestling this man to the ground, and as the cops arrive, presumably to take him away, Kalin screams and calls Yusei a traitor. In the present, he also calls him a traitor. And that's the end of episode 34.
Episode 35.
So close.
Yeah. Episode 35.
I'm so close.
Oh boy. So, Rally and the Dipshits, that's what they're called now, Rally and the Dipshits, have arrived to the scene of the duel, along with Crow. They're here to watch how things go down. They don't know how bad it is in there, but you know, they're all looking at the Nasca lines and kind of just confused. And when Crow tells them that Kalin is Yusei's opponent, they're all shocked. And Rowley doesn't necessarily know what's going on. He asks Crow about it, and Crow's like, I don't know what's going on either, man. It's crazy. And yeah, it's Yusei's kind of in a fucked situation here. Yusei has 1,800 life points left. Kalin has all 4,000. He is at full health here. It hasn't been touched once. And Yusei spun out of control no less than like 4 times at this point.
Oh yeah, it's okay. He told his bike to get it together, so it was fine.
Yeah, it's doing fine.
Bold move, Cotton. See if it plays off.
As Yusei realizes that he needs to fill Colin's hand, basically, to beat this combo, we get a really good moment where you actually get to see Yusei just going through a path of cards that would give him victory.
Yeah, and I respect
I love
it.
that
He's
you can
seeing the trend.
visualize his line that he's about to do.
It's really good.
I literally wrote in my notes, so all he needs is draw power to negate this plan, and then that he realized that, and he did that, and I went, holy shit, a protagonist actively seeing the mistakes and trying to course correct. That's crazy. I love that. That's awesome.
So to do this, he special summons Level Warrior with its effect. And then he normal summons Hyper Synchron using Level Warrior's effect to make it 4, they tune into Stardust Dragon.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking cool. Just
Stardust is so good.
Stardust
that's
Dragon
so
rules.
good. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. What the fuck is it that what card is it specifically? I think it's Shard of Hope.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Shard of Hope that activates after he attacks with Stardust Dragon to actually inflict some damage. Because fucking Hypersynchron increases its attack. This allows Kalin to draw any card from, It allows Yusei to draw a card from his deck. If it's a trap card, he gives up Shard of Hope and gets his new card, Miracle Lotus, forces Kalin to draw a card from his deck. That's it.
So
Which,
Shard of Hope,
incidentally,
very
go
good.
ahead.
Just thematically, Shard of Hope, good card. Very very cool. Love to see it. You love to see a protagonist struggling and then managing to pull through.
It also immediately allows Yusei to not only get a second fucking attack with Stardust Dragon, because he didn't leave the battle phase, but it makes Stardust Dragon's attack rise to 4,300. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Jesus.
Oh, I love it when characters just get monsters with big attack. It's so good.
Big
It's
number
so
go up is
satisfying.
one of my favorites.
It's so cool.
Classic.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Yusei did not count on the fact that you let him draw literally any card from his deck, and then 100 Eyes Dragon also let him get a card from his deck.
This is fair. And now, doubly unfortunate. You've destroyed what you thought was his boss monster, but he's part of the evil team. So his big evil boss monster is currently in his hand now. So we might be a little doomed. Regrettably, we might be fucked. So
Kalin,
Remember when
being,
Earthbound Immortals were playable for a while?
Earthbound? The Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
No, not that Earthbound. Different.
You're already mobilized before the sentence is even done. That's crazy.
That was
So-
wild.
Kalin, being in his totally normal mental state, goes a little cuckoo for Kakapakapoo.
yeah, so this monster's pronunciation sure was something.
I will say this is the only time the dub wins in my eyes. Is what I remember him yelling "Kakapakapoo."
Cuckoo
I had to pause
Pakapoo.
and go back to be like, did I hear that right, or did I have a small stroke?
Thank you, Shorah, for making me crave Cocoa Puffs. Yeah.
I never understood. Why would you drink orange juice and milk eating fucking Cocoa Puffs?
No, see, they always have to advertise a quote-unquote balanced breakfast.
Yeah,
Which
it's
means
part of a
citrus?
balanced
Yeah.
breakfast, and a balanced breakfast would include anything good for you.
Yeah.
A balanced breakfast in this case is 2 slices of toast, a bowl of sugary cereal, a glass of milk, and a glass of orange juice.
You don't need the orange juice to drink in milk.
Yeah, this breakfast
Flavor
is...
profile-wise, this would kill me.
What?
hey, this
you put
breakfast
orange
is
juice-
balanced around becoming a nuclear bomb in my stomach in 2 hours. This
Yeah,
orange
just
juice
have all
with
that,
this
then,
milk
then
is
just
not
start
gonna handle it.
spinning for a minute.
Oh,
Like orange juice is good. I don't think I'd have orange juice with like chocolatey cereal.
absolutely
You
the
know
fuck
what?
not.
If you want to make a bomb, just eat a lot of blueberries.
I mean, eating too much of anything is also a bomb. to be
Good
fair.
one.
I fucking love
Veruca
this
salt?
edit, by the way.
What's up?
One of my favorite stupid edits I've made in a long
Oh,
time.
the fact that
This
he's
is
like
an
basically reaching
incredible
for them.
one. Yeah. No, the way you put the card art in here and the lighting is crazy. I don't know how long
Yeah,
you
the
spent on
lighting's
this
really
one.
doing a lot.
Less time than you'd think, because thanks to the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's DS games, a lot of cards in 5Ds have transparent cutouts.
Oh, that's
So,
good actually.
because for a lot of them, you actually get to duel the monster on the card as a card spirit with its own deck.
Hey.
So they made their own talk sprites for them, and it's really fucking cool, actually.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so in the sub, this guy's name is Kokapaku Apu, which less funny than Cuckoo
Yeah, it's not
Pakapoo,
cock,
but
pack, and poo.
yeah. But I also noticed something.
Let me tell you,
Go ahead.
these names do not get much better.
Yeah,
I
they don't
can't
get
wait.
they basically peak here, actually.
God damn it! I thought you were about to say they get so much worse, and I was gonna pop off.
Some
Well,
of them
they become more
some of them do.
incomprehensible, but none of them are talking about pee-pees and poo-poos.
Damn it!
So
Raska's my
So-
favorite one.
without spoiling like who gets what, I'm just gonna say the names here for you, Shib.
Okay.
You've probably seen a few of these because they were physical cards, and you were a kid around this time. So
Probably.
you have Earthbound Immortal Uru. You got Earthbound Immortal Azlapisku.
Earthbound.
Piss.
Okay,
There's
I forgot about this.
Kusilu. There's Kakarahua.
Huh?
Kakapakapu.
Yeah.
Chaku Chalhua.
Chocolate.
And Wiracocha Raska.
There we go.
That. Don't know how I feel about that one, Chief. I'm gonna be honest.
The names are so fucking funny. I get it. They're from actual fucking like names and stuff, but it's just very funny.
No, it's
Imagine
incredible.
Imagine being a child and going to buy a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you pull this thing out of a fucking pack, and your like 6-7-year-old brain has to wrestle with the idea of Earthbound Immortal, Wiracocha Raska.
See, what I'm picturing is a kid pulls this out of a pack, turns to their parent, like their dad who reluctantly bought them a pack of cards at the checkout line at Target because the kid wouldn't stop crying until he got a pack of cards at the Target, and just goes, "Dad, how do you say that?" And then the dad has to like pick up the card, put it real close to his face, squint, and just go, "I'm not doing that shit." Just absolutely not even attempting it, because what the fuck even is this?
If I remember correctly, all of these Earthbound Immortals were printed in Ultimate Rarity as well, which looks really fucking good because old school Ultimates are so nice.
No, old school
They're very
Ultimates are
nice.
sick as hell. I wish they would go back.
I wonder how much those cost. I'm gonna go look this up.
Depending on how playable they were, maybe a decent bit, or how
They
limited.
might not be too much.
They are not playable.
Okay, well, depending on how limited the print run was, they might be a pretty penny. In the meantime, I looked at Cuckoo over here, and immediately upon seeing him, I said, "This reminds me of something." Like the big summoning where he's like wreathed in flames against the purple sky. I was like, "This seems familiar to me."
Purple guy?
And then I realized
Yeah!
he looks like fucking Upgrade from Ben 10.
Let's go.
Oh. Yeah, I see it. That seems pretty.
It's the black with the lines surrounding him. He doesn't have the white color blocking, but it's similar enough that I just like put it in Photoshop. I color swapped the blue to the green, and I went, yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. It's very stupid, but considering they probably would have been around the same time, yeah.
I see it.
Shout outs to Upgrade. He was maybe Ben's best alien in original.
By the way, looking at it, the ultimate rares for these are not super expensive.
How much are we talking for an ultimate rare Cuckoo?
For fucking Kakapakapu, 1 second. I gotta actually
Is that what it's
type
actually
in.
called?
I mean, yeah, I
Yes.
can pull up the card art for you.
That's just nice.
Shibuya
Did
for an
Bio
ultimate.
sleep through the entire segment where he said that name 40 times?
It's so hot in here. I'm dying. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. It's been going on for so long.
So Shibuya, it's $20 for an English language Kakapakapu ultimate rare. However,
20?
yeah.
That's
However,
doable. Oh god.
if you want to get a Korean ultimate rare, wow, that's a tiny fucking image. Thank you, Discord. It is $13.
The TCG player images are always way too small. I know. But yeah, Bio, that's literally what it's called. CCAPAC APU.
Cockapoo.
Kakapakapu.
I love these cards. They have a really fucking phenomenal like design aesthetic to them. Just they're so cool. It's a shame that they're just dog shit to actually use.
Yeah,
They all
no.
require
Except in this
a
duel.
field spell.
It's fine apparently when you have a speed world on the field and then you just attack Yusei directly and fucking kill him almost.
Yeah, now the big guy is told to attack Yusei. Yusei tries to drop a scrap iron scarecrow on his ass, and the big guy
Not
says,
affected.
"No, you don't get to do that. That's not a thing
Hey,
you're
Carl.
allowed to do."
Yeah.
You remember when we used to like use Scrap Iron Scarecrow wrong?
Yeah,
We just like loop it. It was fucked up.
There's
it
still
was fucked up.
You posted your bloomin' onion in the Discord? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, he
This
sure
is
did.
really
I
good.
had to stare directly at it and then glare
It-
for a few
it was
minutes.
really-
that's no, that's real unfortunate.
Yeah,
You should get a Bloomin' Onion after the Shibuya.
no, I shouldn't. You want to
Oh.
be sick for the rest of the night? Absolutely not.
I'm doing fine.
So
I'm gonna be real here. I'm with Bio. It did look like a corn dog.
No, that thing did look like a corn dog. I fully get it.
I get it.
So we did not discuss. In order to summon Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over here, Kalin
Yes.
sacrificed multiple human souls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real brainwashed people were killed to make this big bastard.
Yep.
They're dead.
And the funniest part is, he technically didn't even win the duel and kill Yusei yet.
He really didn't.
Yusei got fucked up because he fell off his bike.
Well, Yusei was saved because he fell off his bike. The attack is about to go through, and because the bike's been starting to malfunction for the latter half of this duel, it slows down and he just topples over and dodges the attack, and somehow that's a legal move because he physically cannot duel anymore. And so Yusei is dead on the floor.
It's pretty
I'm
much.
still counting it as a loss, but man,
Oh yeah, no, it's
avoided
it's
death on that
absolutely
one.
still a loss.
It's absolutely a
Someone in the-
loss, but it's more akin to a loss by surrender.
Someone in the chat said human souls are easier to summon than tribute fodder, so they're meta.
Yep.
So true.
Crazy, actually,
true.
but accurate.
You know what? Next time I'm running my Egyptian god deck, Carl, I'll bring you into call and I'll sacrifice you as one of my 3
God,
tributes.
finally.
Which one do you want to be summoned for?
Please.
Raw, Obelisk, Slifer, Sphere mode?
This is fucked up. My boy got stabbed.
Yeah?
He gets his ass blasted. He falls off his bike. Fucking Cillian Murphy, whatever his name is, just like, you fucking suck, and drives off.
Killian? You're really calling him Killian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy.
And then they're like, oh shit, Yusei just got a big, like, chunk of glass stabbed in his torso.
Yeah. Yeah, Yusei is in mortal danger. His life is literally in danger. He has a real physical injury in this duel where he's already been taking real physical injuries. It gets worse somehow, as it always can. Also, I forgot to bring this up because I barely saw the edit from earlier. But, yeah. Last minute submission. Thank you, Shorah. Let me just make that bigger.
This will hit like 2 people, I think.
Yeah, I missed it entirely, but, you know.
Oh, okay, so let me explain this. A few years back, there was a guy who had a huge problem with the character Apu from The Simpsons.
Oh.
Released a big documentary about it, and this is the poster for that documentary, yeah.
Okay, I see. So, Akiza and Luna, whose marks started glowing in the middle of the night, because they could sense that Yusei was about to enter a really important duel. The glowing stops, and now they're concerned for Yusei's well-being. Meanwhile, Crow and Jack and literally everybody who's been watching this duel in person is, like, freaking the fuck out as the flames die down and they're able to reach him. Rally and the dipshits start trying to carry him off. And Crow screams, "Put him down! I can take him to Martha's place." Who the fuck is Martha?
Oh.
So they put him on the bike. Crow takes off and just says, "I'll meet you there." And then Rally and the dipshits have an argument and decide that no, they can't leave the duel runner behind because come morning, a bunch of oh god, why am I forgetting the word? Come morning, a bunch of people will roll in, and they'll probably just tear it apart for scrap. And
scavengers or something.
Scavengers, yeah.
Scavengers and thieves.
There we go.
So they can't let that happen. This bike is the representation of their bond with Yusei and all of his hard work, and they're not gonna let it go to waste like that. So they decide to carry this giant, non-functional bike all the way out from like the worst parts of the slums of the satellite. And they run into.
I hate to tell you this, I just thought of another edit thanks to chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on that and quietly now.
Okay, fair enough. They try to cart it out. They run into a bunch of guys who are like, you gotta pay the toll to make it through. And they pay the toll by sacrificing all of their decks. All of them at once. They toss it into the air, the guys all scramble to pick it up from the ground, and they book it with the bike. They come across a second group of guys going, you gotta pay the toll to make it through, and it's like, we don't have our cards anymore, what else do we have? And they strip down to their underwear. They leave their clothes behind, and they take the bike with them. They make it to a third spot, where the road is blocked off, there's no place left to go, and then this old man who's dressed eerily like Rex Raptor, but ancient, shows up and tells them that they can take the bike down that alley there, that conspicuously placed alley where surely nothing wrong will happen. Nothing will go wrong. Nothing bad is gonna happen to them. They can just go through. And they go through, and they fall off a cliff, and the bike gets taken. Set up on this little wagon that like 3 or 4 guys are carting off. And before they can take it too far, spotlight turns on and a guy is like, this is sector security, we got you surrounded, drop the fucking bike. All these old farts leave because they're terrified. They're horrified at the thought of getting caught by sector security. But sector security would have more than one light. So Rally and the others are just like, who the fuck is that? And it's Oomph. It's Blister, I believe. Yeah, it's Blister.
Yeah.
Who asks them what they've been up to and why they're all the way out here. They start to explain, and they, tell him about the duel that Yusei just went through, and that Yusei is really badly hurt. And we cut to Crow arriving at Martha's place with Yusei. Martha seems kind of upset that somebody's knocking on her door in the middle of the night, but as soon as she sees who it is, she gets to work. Shane and Doctor start operating. And that's where the fucking episode ends.
Thanks for asking. My steak was a little tough, but it tasted pretty good, and the bloomin' onion was really tasty.
I'm gonna fucking get you.
I wrote that thinking it was like the middle of the episode, and then the episode ended, and I was like, oh shit, the episode's over.
Yeah, that's the episode. It's done. Yeah, so that's the batch.
We made it.
Let's go!
Our guy is fucked up, brah. We still gotta do least favorite and favorite card and play. So
oh fuck.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have more segments.
We can move fast. Least favorite card and play. Does anybody specifically want to go first, or should I?
I could start.
Okay.
Least favorite card is Infernity Archfiend. I didn't like how he looked around. It was really gross.
Okay.
My least favorite play was Human Sacrifice, because that's not okay, no matter what the voices say.
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
What?
My least favorite card is Gate Blocker 2. God, what a stupid fucking card. What a dumbass fucking card. It's so funny. Fuck Gate Blocker 2. And then, my least favorite play was the dub's pronunciation of Kakapoopoo, because it's meant to be scary, and then I just laughed.
Gagaboopoo.
It was very funny.
It's very good.
I'm going to say that my least favorite card has to go out to Infernity Dwarf because as Twitch.tv chat viewer Stark Maximum pointed out, it kind of looks like Carl.
Oh my god.
No?
I don't know, the evidence is right there in general.
No. No.
Oh no. That's you vile, foul, fucking, god damn it.
Stop doing this to things.
Why do I have to put a prog on here? I thought I could go 1 week. That fucking prog. God damn it.
It is I, the dwarf.
Alright, fuckers, here's your fucking brog of the week.
He's
There he is.
Infernity Dwarg.
Alright, there you go. There he is. That's the new edit. Alright. KZ? What were your
Least favorite card. I don't like the way Gale the Whirlwind looks. Its eyes are too big.
Understandable.
Scary. Honestly, least favorite play. Summoning Gate Blocker 2. What are you gonna do with that thing? It's like the fucking. These things are just not gonna get a win. You need to stop using it. Get new cards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Run Needle Sealing.
I mean, yeah, that would be more effective, huh? Alright. And Bio. What are your least favorite card in play?
My least favorite card is Turbo Warrior.
Okay.
My least favorite play was the fusion into Turbo Warrior because it looked really cool, and then that thing came out.
That's a little harsh on Turbo Warrior, but I'll allow it.
Wow.
Alright. Favorite card in play. You know what? We'll go in reverse order. Bio. What were your favorites?
My favorite card was the recolor of the Dark Magician, because I love Dark Magician. My favorite play, wasn't there like a recolor of the Dark Magician guy?
Oh, he's talking about
the one that had green
Dark
skin.
Spellcaster monster. What was
I don't know what
Okay.
the name was, but I was just like, yo, I like that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
The funny thing is, they actually call out its name wrong, I believe.
Oh yeah. I don't know what it's
Fucking
called. I was
lame.
just like, hey, Dark Magician, I like that card.
Fair.
And then
Dark
my favorite
Eradicator
play
Warlock.
was forcing Crow to slow down on his dual bike. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Bio, look in general. Was it this card?
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
then it was oh, it wasn't? Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Okay,
That's
well, I'm
great.
gonna assume it was Dark Eradicator Warlock.
Alright. KZ.
For favorite.
Yeah.
100-Eyed Dragons. Definitely just real cool. Big fan of it. And favorite play, trying to kill Yusei, honestly, and through getting to fall off that building.
It was really
Wonderful.
good. Yeah.
Wonderful. It is my favorite part of the show so far.
I get it. I understand.
It's very hard to get the one up on him.
Shorah.
Favorite card is 100-Eyed Dragon.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm gonna go a little esoteric here. My favorite play this week was Shibuya forgetting to make me do a least favorite play. That was great. That was great. That fucking Brog hit everyone so hard you just completely forgot I didn't do a least favorite play.
Hey, what's your least favorite play?
It's too late.
No.
Moving on.
It's
Carl?
my podcast, my rules. Least favorite play. Also, I would be next. Fuck you. And
I
how
don't
about
have a
I'm
least
glad you
favorite play.
Ugh. We're at 2.5 hours on this fucking
Go
recording.
Shibuya, go.
My favorite card's 100-Eyes Dragon. I think he's neat. I think he's cool. He's funny. Unfortunately, Kakapupu does not come close. He doesn't stand a chance. My favorite play was Crow OTKing that guy. I thought that shit was sick. I thought it's a really good introduction to him to make him seem very cool. And I really hope that he does not fail to meet those expectations in the future. Surely he will continue to be as cool going forward.
There you go. It took you long enough to take that, get that out. Trying to make a short podcast here. Keep increasing the size.
What if I get you?
My favorite card is Gale because I really like Gale the Whirlwind. Good card. Special summons itself. Cuts attack and
Especially
defense in
like
half.
his
or
eyes.
something.
Weren't you like sexualizing it at the start of the episode too?
And my favorite play is seeing Blackwings in action because the Blackwings are really cool and really fun.
Yeah. The Blackwings are neat. Hey, what's up, everybody? We made it to the end. Our next episode 8 of Millennium Mike 5Ds, will be covering episodes 36 to 39 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And that recording will be happening on August 24th. Please look forward to it. Oh my god. Oh, it's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Fuck. Does anybody have anything they want to say before I go to the outro?
Someone in the chat
Yeah.
told me to think fast. I don't know why they would.
Oh!
Thank you all for listening to the Millennium Microphone. It is absurd to think that we've made it this far. We've been at this podcast for what, like 4 years now? And it would not be possible to continue running this show regularly without you guys and all of your support. Everybody who joins in for the live streams, everybody who listens to the pre-recorded stuff, just everybody who's interested in the podcast and expresses that, we appreciate you. And friendly reminder, if you want to join in one of our live recordings on the dates that we announce at the end of episodes, that'll happen. Twitch.tv/ShibuyaKessler at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So, if you want to make it out for the live shows, if you want to vote on our thumbnail images, if you want to see our bullshit live, maybe get some shoutouts or inspire some cursed edits, that's all you gotta do. And if you can't make it, then the pre-recorded version is always right there for you, and the thumbnail edits will always go up on Twitter after the recordings. Until next time, I'm sorry, I'm a mess. Until next time, everybody, we will see you next duel.